What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, let's see if anybody shows up to this bad boy. I was talking to Rachel for a sec. She said maybe I have to go live before it sends notifications. So we'll see if anybody pops in. I'm here. I'll be right back. Dog needs to pee. You're good, Rach. I'll be here. Ooh, it's cold up in here. Say hello as you guys are coming in here. Say hello. Looks like there's 3 people in here. Say what's up to your boy. Or at least there was 3 people. My phone looks like it's being a little weird. Say what's up. Say what's up. We did good snack, little girl. We did good snack. Did good snack. Come here. Oh, Deb, look who I got here. Little Miss Isabel. Say hi, Deb. Hi, Mom and Dad. Look, there's the Mom and Dad right there. She's on the computer. How are you guys doing? My notification just came in. Okay. We were wondering what happened. So I wasn't sure if, like, as soon as my scheduled time went up, it would start sending out notifications. But okay, so that lets me know that I have to actually be on live for the notifications to go out. Let's see here. Omisha, good to see you again. I remember you were on the Sunday night chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Rachel said she'll be back in just a minute. Looks like we got a couple more people in here now. Say hello as you guys are stopping in here. Say hello to your Isabella. Say hello, everybody. Gosh, you gotta say hi. Whoa, Jen. Jen made it today. All right. How are you, Jen? Hello. Looks like we've got all. Oh, Nate's the first guy in here today. What up, Nate? Good to see you, buddy. Nate's been coming through lately. He's been like four live streams in a row now. Good job, Nate. Is he so cute? She said you're so cute. Deb said you're so cute. She's like, I don't care. Just give me another snack, Daddy. How was that snack? Was it a good snack? She always gets a snack before we start. Can't stay long mentally and physically preparing to go into the hospital again. Uh-oh. What's going on, Jen? Big tough Kev with his Izzy. So I've got Izzy here, and then I'll show you guys something else. Hold on. As I pull everything down. So this is Jersey, guys. So this was my Chihuahua for 15 years. She passed away. Look at that little cutie. That's Jersey Ann. Here's her little ashes. Look at this, guys. Seahawks box. My uncle made this custom for me. But that's Jersey in there. Her ashes are in there. Look at this cute picture of her. She's so cute. Love this chick. She was hard to let go of, guys. I still need to put out that video of my rock bottom, and it's mostly because of when she passed away, or like that was a big part of it. So yeah, 15 years I had that little nugget. What's going on with you, Jen? Oh shit! Do you guys see who I see in the chat? Matt, good to see you, man. Damn, where you been, boy? I'm happy to see you on here, dude. I left a comment on your last video, but I don't know if you haven't seen it or what, but I hope you're doing all right, man. I've been worried about you big time, but I'm glad to see you on here. Matt, do you want to come on here and let everybody know where you've been? Or I know a lot of people have been asking about you for a while now. I know you just made that recent video, but if you want, buddy, I'd like to have you on here and chat for a little bit if you want to. But I understand if you don't feel like it. But I'm sure the people would love to see you. Looks like we have 7 people in here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, baby. Oh, baby. I remember when Matt first seen me, I was going to Vegas. It was like last winter, actually, because I was taking my motorcycle out there to ride because Utah's so damn snowy and cold. And I think it was the first time Matt seen me on a live stream, and I was like, ooh, baby. He's like, please quit saying that. I don't know why I remember that. Let's see. My wound ulcer. Ow. Oh, because of you said the buprenorphine. They need to do another debridement surgery. Sorry, I can't really say that. Last time I was on IV antibiotics every 3 hours. They made me stay for 8 days. Oh my God, Jen, I'm sorry. That sucks. Matt says, I'm alive, back at square one. I would get on, but I'm working at the moment. All right, brother, that's okay. Whenever you want to come on, dude, you're more than welcome. You know this is your home. I don't know why you thought I was mad at you, buddy, but no, absolutely not. I've just been worried about you, man. I definitely am not mad at you. I hope you don't think that. I'm just sad that like you kind of vanished for a while, and I've been trying to text you, but I haven't heard anything back. So I don't know if you got a new number or something, or no, dude, nobody hates you at all. Hell no. As far as being back at square one, dude, don't worry about that shit, man. We're all going through shit right now, buddy. You're good, dude. You're good. You're gonna be all right. I'm glad to see that you're working, though. That's awesome. Are you doing some more construction stuff, rebuilding bathrooms and stuff, or what? They let me go home because they put me in a maybe. Sorry, this phone's so far away. Put me in a midline and put a midline in so I could do the IV. Oh shoot, you're like hooked up. IV meds at home for an additional 2 weeks. Dang, Jen, I'm sorry you're going through that. See, everybody's going through some crap right now, guys. I know a lot of people are struggling right now. So, I mean, we're like here in the dead of winter, and like the days are getting dark at like freaking 4:30 where I'm at. I'm sure it's the same to you guys. I'm glad nobody hates me. I just kind of lost it for a while. I'm going to start making videos again. Trust me. That's good, man. Yeah, I hope you do, because a lot of people care about you, buddy. Definitely nobody hates you. Hell no. Ain't nobody hating that boy. Thanks, Dad. Dad says, I love you, Matt. Thanks. I just sold a car, guys, like an hour before we got in here. So that was a nice little get back in my hustle, right? I got to be buying and selling cars, fixing them up and stuff. Like that's my, it's basically my job. So I've been slacking lately. I need to get back to work. So it's kind of giving me a good little energy boost and just like kind of making me want to get back. Dang, you already going live. Yeah, have you been, Brandon, have you seen that we've been doing Sunday night streams as well? Shout out to all you guys who have been making it to the Sunday night streams. We had like up to, I think it was like 17 or 21 people on live last Sunday, which was like a huge increase out of nowhere. I'll probably keep doing the Sunday night streams, and then after the football season ends, I could probably bump down my time. So you people on the hint Deb, for people like Deb who go to sleep early, we can give them, the people on the East Coast, a shot to come on and hang out Sundays as well. So as soon as the Sunday night football is done, then we'll bump down the time. So just a heads up, guys, going forward. Yeah, I just come in and out. That's cool, buddy. Yeah. Rachel. Dang, Rachel's been showing up like first. She's been the first one in here lately. I'm going to go through emergency tonight. Damn, girl, we'll be pulling for you, Jen. You got this. Hello, everyone. Sunday was late. I'm out in Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Gosh, because I get on at 7 here, so it's what 9 over where you guys are at. Yeah, that's late to start, I'm sure, especially on a Sunday night. Everyone's kind of winding down. How are you doing, Nate? So we've already been on here 10 minutes. Dang. Okay, let's see. Remember, I'll be praying for you, Jen. I haven't seen a lot of you in here, Jen, lately. I hopefully you're doing okay. Just hang in there, girl. Who else is in here, guys? We've got 9 people in here. Say what's up if you chilling. Do you guys think I should keep growing my beard out? So, Deb, how are you doing on your dose? Have you changed anything since last week? Part of me is nervous they're going to mention amputation. Oh, hell no. They're going to get you figured out, Jen. Hey, GM, good to see you. What's up, man? I love your channel. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. And yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. P. Miller, have my intake interview for the shot in January. That's awesome, buddy. I think you mentioned that recently. I don't remember if it was on a live stream, but I remember you saying that recently. So what's going to be, do you know the dose that you're going to go in from on Suboxone? For you Sublocade people, you guys know I'm always curious about your transition doses. I want to know what Suboxone dose you're coming from and what Sublocade dose you're going to start with. So if you can, P. Miller, let me know what those doses are for you, brother. Jen, have you had oxygen therapy? My brother had it and it helped his wound. They've already mentioned it. If it doesn't heal and it hasn't, it's halfway up my leg now. Fuck, Jen. Making me sad over here, girl. And is this the same thing that's going on just from you being on buprenorphine? Is that what you think that is causing that? Sorry, guys, I'm a little sniffly today. Oh, I got some. I got some stuff here. Gosh, my hands are so cold, you guys. I'm kind of worried myself about that kind of stuff, Jen, because my blood flow to my hands and feet are so crappy. So crappy. Like, I hate shaking people's hands because they're so cold. Since I have health insurance, I should go get a like a blood flow, you know, where they do like the IV to show how much blood flow you have to through all your veins. Okay, so Deb says, Kev, I'm trying to taper to 0.2 from 0.25 and struggling, but trying. Okay, so so 0.25 now, Deb, you're like good to go on? Are you having any issues at your 0.25 dose? Deb, I was going to ask you too, if you could share for the people, because I know we kind of only ever talk about you and like where you're currently at. Deb, could you tell everybody what dose you started tapering Suboxone at and how long you've been tapering? Because I don't think a lot of people know that, but I know a lot of people want to know like what's going on with you and how your taper has been. She says she's struggling. So it sounds like it's getting a little bit rough for Deb over there, but she's trying to push down to the 0.2 milligrams. Okay, so P. Miller says about 4 milligrams. I was on 2, but went up because I didn't want to be denied. That's a good idea, buddy. The shot for being on too low of a dose. Okay. So it sounds like you pulled a me. Basically did what I did, pretty much. Same thing. Are you thinking you're going to go for the 100 milligram shot, or are you going to take the 300 milligram shot? Yeah, Jen, my brother had diabetes. Oh, my ex-girlfriend had diabetes, type 1. and she was always struggling with that stuff. But she got some kind of built-in pump, and it really seemed to like make a big difference for her. I'm doing all right. Day 38. Good hell, Nate. Congratulations. I can't believe it. God is good. Amen, brother. That is badass. 38 days. Woo! Yes. Good for you, man. You should go reward yourself somehow, some way. I know you're already rewarded just being on 38 days, but dude, you should be damn proud of yourself. That is a major accomplishment you've done there, my friend. Wow. Incredible, guys. See, I love hearing everybody's different story, because we're literally all just in our own little, world right now. Oh God, we have 17 people in here already. Okay, I didn't see that creep up. Say hello, guys, as you're coming in here. Please hit that like button. I'm gonna get back to the comments in just a minute, but I need to make sure that I put my little disclaimer in here, guys. As you guys know, I am not a doctor. Nothing on this channel is medical advice. So please, if you're struggling with addiction, seek out your own doctor. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, guys. Also, I want to take a moment to thank the contributors of the week to the Kickin' Addiction YouTube channel, baby. So the contributors of the week goes to Brian K. Shout out Brian K. with a $20 super chat. And Deb Woods, Mama Deb Woods, coming through with a $20 cash app. So super shout out to both of you for hooking a brother up here on the channel. That is a awesome, awesome, awesome contribution from both of you. So shout out to both of you. We also had Marky Rizzo and who else? Okay, so we actually had some Sunday contributors, guys. So we had Roberta H. Shout out to you. She sent a $10 Venmo for the Sunday stream. And Roberta is on Sublocade now. And she's actually doing really well on Sublocade as well, guys. We had Nate S., which you can see right here, who's with us now. He sent a $10 super chat on the Sunday night stream. Shout out to you, Nate. You've been consistent in the live streams lately. And also shout out to you for the donation support, brother. And then we also had Brian K. do a $5 super chat on the Sunday night stream as well, guys. So shout out to all 5 of you for supporting me on my journey and helping build this YouTube channel, guys. Shout out to the contributors of the week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Thank you. You guys showing me love, baby. All right, let's get back to some comments. Do you guys have any questions for me about anything? I'm going to take a quick moment to just tell you guys how I'm doing, what's up with me. So I am still only on my 3rd shot of Sublocade. And as you guys know, I've been tapering myself by, first of all, I went from my very first shot was only 150 milligrams. My second shot, I went down to 100 milligrams, and that was at the 4-week mark, as they typically want you guys to go in every 4 weeks. Okay, and then I told my doctor I was going to start tapering myself by spacing out the doses. Okay, so for my 3rd shot, I waited an extra week, so I went 5 weeks between doses. No problems, guys. The only thing I noticed that extra week was I was maybe a little bit emotional. But that could be a good thing, right? Looking back on it now and seeing how I feel right now where I'm at with this shot, I think it just must have been some stuff that I was going through at the time. Because right now, as of this date, today, I am 5 weeks from my last shot, also of 100 milligrams. So I've been pushing myself out with the time, right? I'm spacing out the time between shots. So I'm scheduled for my 4th shot next week, which will be at the 6-week mark. And I can tell you guys, as of right now in this video, I feel 100% totally fine. Okay, I don't feel like there's some big old dip off just because I'm a week behind on my shot. I think it's important for you guys who are considering Sublocade to know that just because if you don't go in every 4 weeks, you're not even going to notice it, guys. I promise you, because of the long half-life. Remember, the half-life of Sublocade is between 45 to 60 days. So once you get your 100 milligram injection, at 45 to 60 days, you still have 50 milligrams left. And then what happens again is over the next 45 to 60 days, that 50 milligrams gets cut into 25 milligrams. so forth and so on. So don't be confused like I was. As you guys know, this channel is all about telling you guys every little aspect of these medications, Suboxone specifically, and Sublocade as well now. Don't be worried if you have to go on vacation and you're a week or two late for your Sublocade shot. I promise you it's not going to be a big deal at all, guys. I promise you. And I'm only learning this through taking notes about all the stuff that I'm going through, like trying different things. And that's why I am spacing my doses out, because I want to know what happens, right? Like, is there a big drop off? Am I going to start to feel any kind of withdrawal? And I'm here to say there's absolutely zero type of withdrawal. Nothing at all, guys. So I've been on Sublocade now for almost 4 months, guys. Almost 4 months. I cannot believe how fast time has gone. I'm thinking as of this moment, I'm going to get my shot next week, which will be my 4th shot. And then I'm going to go 2 full months and take my last final shot of also 100 milligrams. And then that should push me through about the end of summer. I'm thinking is kind of what my calculations are. Right around summertime, that should come out of me, because I do know that my metabolism is faster than most people's, especially where I work out 5 days a week. I eat really healthy. I drink water all day long. Plus, I have a naturally speedy metabolism. I guarantee you that the people that are saying like that they've tested positive for a year after, first of all, they have more doses than I have as far as the milligrams. But second of all, they're not going to have the metabolism that I'm going to have, right, guys? So just some things to think about. If you have a slower metabolism, the medication will last even longer for you guys, okay? So I just wanted to kind of touch on those things. That's where I'm at right now. That's just where I'm at, guys, and things are amazing right now. Things are great. Oh, damn, Brian K. I just said shout out to you for the contributions last Wednesday and Sunday night. So if you missed it, you might want to back up about 5 minutes, or you can go back and watch this later. Or maybe you heard it already. But shout out to you, buddy. I thank you for the contributions to this show. I really appreciate it. Good to see you in here, man. Okay, so let's get back to some comments. If you guys have any questions about my recovery or how Sublocade is, or any Suboxone questions, you guys know that's what this show is for. We could talk about Kratom. We could talk about your opiate addiction. Anything you guys want. Any questions you have, now's the time to ask them, guys. I am here for you, baby. And so is my crew of 20 people who's watching right now. Good to see you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, baby. Smash it. Okay, if you could smash it. How many likes do we have, Deb? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm falling a little bit behind in the comments, but I will get caught up. I can promise you, all right? So throw some comments in there, guys. I'm going to catch right up. All right, let's see here. Where was that? Oh, damn, we got Mark Cafe Brown in the house today, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming in early. Usually comes in towards the later half of the show. Sorry about last week, Mark. I only did a really short show last week because I had to go on Nicole's channel. So Mark says, hi, Kevin. I'm actually waiting at my doctor's office to see him about Sublocade. Dude, awesome. Shout out to you, brother. Awesome. I have to go. Sorry, I'm missing this. I'll catch the replay. I'll let you know what he does or says. Awesome, Mark. Let me know what happens, buddy. I know you've been considering Sublocade for a while now. P. Miller says, same. My hands and feet are always freezing. I always run them under hot water to warm them up. Yeah, that's literally what I do as well. Yeah, same. And I've got like slippers on in the house. Somebody said something on the Sunday night stream that it could be due to buprenorphine lowering our blood pressure. Does anybody know about that? I haven't looked into that, and I feel like my blood pressure has always been normal, in the normal range, but I forgot to check my blood pressure. Jen says, yeah, when I got off subs last time, the swelling was gone within 10 days. Every time I take subs, I can literally feel my legs swell. Jen, you need to get off this stuff, girl. I mean, if this is causing you major, health problems, you got to find something else that works. That's scary. I'm trying to think what else could work for you. Your doctor can't come up with no other ideas, Jen? .25 milligrams is fine, but anything less is tough. I can relate, Deb. I remember the time. Hopefully, I didn't see if Deb mentioned the how her tapering journey has gone yet. I'll see if she said that. I don't do Sublocade, but I'm listening in. That's good, Eric. You're good, buddy. Good to see you, Eric. I always I can recognize, start to remember who you guys are by your pictures. So it definitely helps me start to remember parts of like stories and stuff. I don't know why, but pictures remind me of things for some reason. Not sure yet. I'm going to see what they have to say first. All right, P. Miller, let me know what happens, buddy. Get off from Jennifer. I was taking, okay, so Deb says I was taking 8 to 12 milligrams a day last December. I've been tapering for almost a year following the Reed method. I love that, the Reed method. We're going to blow that shit up. We're going to make Reed famous up in here. So, okay, so Deb took basically a year to taper from 8 to 12 milligrams a day. She's down to 1/4 of a milligram. Right freaking now, guys. So if you guys can take a good year or so to taper, if you're on higher doses, maybe 24 milligrams, maybe you could add another 6 months to that. Just know, guys, as you're tapering, that it gets harder as you get closer to zero, right? The closer you get to zero, the more challenging the dose is going to be to drop down to the next dose. So just be patient with yourself. A lot of people that I speak to on my clarity.fm for the private coaching calls, a lot of people get frustrated and they want to rush off of this stuff, but I have to let them know, you know, you didn't get into this lifestyle overnight. So please do not get frustrated if you cannot get out of this lifestyle overnight. You have to be patient when tapering Suboxone, guys. Unless you've just got some magic lucky genetics or you have some really high tolerance for suffering. I mean, you could always try to jump off cold turkey, and maybe 5-10% of people could even do that and handle that and stick it out. It's not an easy thing to do, guys. So be patient with yourself if you're out there and you're tapering, okay? Some people think that they can jump off at 2 milligrams, 4 milligrams, and they quickly find out that that's still a relatively high dose, all things considered. P. Miller, 38 days off subs, question mark. Oh, Marky Rizzo's in the house. Hey, y'all, driving but listening. Good to see you, Marky. Marky's been real consistent in here as well. Marky sent me a really good video. I posted it in the community tab. If any of you guys are interested in the Iboga experience or Ibogaine, if you want to hear a really good story, if you just go to my community tab, Marky sent me a really good video. It's a little bit longer, but it has a lot of good information. If you guys are considering Ibogaine, he has many crucial points to go over if you're considering doing that. Okay, guys. So if you're interested in that, just go to my community tab once this video is over, and you'll see I posted it. It was within the last week or so. I think less than a week I posted that video. It was a really good video. GM says, I started Sublocade 1 week ago. Congratulations, my friend. How are you feeling? I did the 200 milligram shot because I was worried that the 300 would be too much. I was on 8 milligrams of Suboxone for 7 years. My history is raw heroin shooting. Okay, GM, tell us how you're doing, man. How was that transition dose? I would think that would be a really good going to 200 milligrams from the 800 milligram shot. I think that that's a great dose. A dose to transfer to and from. So let us know how that worked for you. Has it been hard for you? Has it been easy for you? Hey, Mikey, good to see you, buddy. Jeremy S., yo, what up? Let's see who else is in here. Oh, damn, Don't Tread on Me is getting consistent in here too. Good to see you guys, man. You guys are coming through lately. Starting to see some consistency from you all. it's come down to getting off subs and jumping off my 12 to 16 milligrams and just dealing with the withdrawals. That way it proves to the doctors that it is the med that's causing the swelling and making it not heal. I mean, Jen, if they told me they were going to possibly consider doing what you said earlier, then you bet my ass I would be trying to go cold turkey off that stuff, right? You can do it. It's going to be rough, but if it's going to heal that wound up, you know, you'll find a way to get through it. You could use a little bit of Kratom if you need to. You know, I know that you say that it doesn't do much because your tolerance is higher, but it should keep you like from going into full-blown withdrawals, right? It should at least help you a little bit, I would say. Nate S says, yes, sir, P. Miller was on them for about 5 years off the street. You did that off the street for 5 years, Nate? Wow, congratulations, man. Congratulations. What milligrams did you jump off, or were you on the shop? That's a good question, P. Miller. Can you go to another doctor then, Jen? Don't tread on me. Oh, there is Sublocade? Question mark. Is that what you mean? Yeah, everybody wants to know what dose Nate S jumped from. Good to see you, Ethan. Good to see you, brother. Dang, look at all my mods in the building tonight. Woo! I don't think it's been a while since I've seen Ethan, Jen, and Deb in here all at the same time. Wow, that's been, I think that might have been the first, because I think you guys were the first ones that I gave the wrench to, right? Remember on that very first stream we did? And you guys were, I was like, here, you can have one, you can have one, you can have one. And ever since that first stream that I gave you guys the wrenches, I haven't seen all three of you guys on here at the same time. I've been to 5 already, and they each say the same thing. What the hell? 5 different doctors, they all keep telling you the same thing? No idea what milligrams. I was just cutting little slivers off the strip before bed. 2 8-milligram strips would last like 8 to 10 days. 2 8-milligram strips last 8 to 10 days. So it sounds like you were taking somewhere between maybe 2 and 4 milligrams a day. I'm trying to add that up really quick in my head. Somewhere around there. Probably 2 to 3 milligrams a day. Were your withdrawals bad, Nate? Oh, wow, Nate, you're tougher than me. I can't deal with the jerking RLS. Yeah, what's been the worst of your withdrawals so far, Nate? Yeah, the withdrawals were terrible, but around day 25-ish, I started sleeping again. Oh, my goodness, dude. 25 days, no sleep? Woo! Dude, that's rough, man. Anything over like a week of no sleep, and I start going crazy. You guys drinking enough water? Half a gallon to a gallon a day if you're on Sublocade or Suboxone or Kratom. You need to be getting your water in, guys. And exercising if possible. Your videos, GM says, your videos were a big contributor to my decision to start Sublocade. Probably doing 3 shots and done. I love that plan. That's a great freaking plan right there, buddy. And thank you. I'm glad I could motivate you to want to try something else if tapering Suboxone wasn't working for you. Good day to all, Mikey says. Looks like Matt took a message back. Let's see here. All right, guys and gals, have a good night. I'll rewatch this when I'm in there. Good luck, Jen. We'll be pulling for you, girl. What is up, everyone? Mikey says. Mine only says 9 likes, but it's YouTube. Let me take a quick look, guys, real quick. I'm going to hear some echo here. So we got 11 likes, guys. Can we get that up to 15? I know we can get 15 likes on here, guys. Smash that, baby. We got 18 people in here right now. Like. We need 4 more likes. Just bang that baby. You could bang that baby. Sorry, guys. I'm a little goofy sometimes, as you can see. All right, let's see here. Alternating dose, Deb. I guess it deleted my first message. Mikey says, I got the 2 milligrams. I'm on 6 milligram right in January. My psych, we talked beginning in January. I'll get the shot in the middle of January. Awesome, Mikey. That's great. Let us know how that transition goes for you, buddy. I would cut my doses in half until I got to 1 milligram. Then I got to 0.5 milligram, pretty good, but it gets harder after that. Same here, Deb, same here. I cut my doses into 4 pieces and take a piece every 6 hours to taper. Yeah, it's incredible the mind control that it takes when you have to taper down below 1 milligrams, guys. I'm just like having flashbacks to all the days that I remember pushing when I was tapering down to the low doses. You have to be so consistent when you get down to those low doses, guys. So consistent. Like you can go off of your plan for like a week, and before you know it, you're back up, higher than you were like a month ago. Brian says, Kevin, how many more shots do you have left? Or are you planning on staying on the Sublocade for the seeable future? No. So I'm going to get my 4th shot next week. I've been spacing my shots out. So it's been 5 weeks as of today since my 3rd shot, and I've still got 1 more week to go. So I'm not going in every month for my shot. I'm spacing them out, which is slowly tapering me, right? And then I'll probably go in. I think I'm just going to schedule it when I go in for my 4th shot. I'm going to schedule my 5th and final shot for 2 months after I get the next week's shot. So I'm going to push myself 2 full months, take 1 last dose of 100 milligrams, and then that should taper me slowly from then till the end of summer is what my estimation will be. But no, I'm not planning on staying on this long. I'm only on it right now because my insurance pays for it. So it literally cost me nothing to get on Sublocade, guys. So that's why I'm not trying to rush right off of it. I didn't take 1 and just coast out from there. Some people can just take 1 shot and then just coast out from there. Some people have been doing that, guys. Just for my OCD sake and I'm just so OCD about this crap. It's like I want to control every little bit of it, as you guys know. And thankfully, my doctor lets me do that. I'm just a heads up, guys. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the comments. These are the older comments right here, and those ones right there are the current comments on that phone. So if you see me kind of going up and down, it's me bouncing back between the comments. Don't tread on me says 0.2 or 0.125 one day and 0.25 milligrams the rest, and add an extra day each week until you switch. P. Miller says, same here, Mikey, January 17th. Mikey says, plus ketamine. So Mikey's going to do ketamine too. When are you going to do the ketamine, Mikey? Jeremy S. says, I'm still on 1.5 milligrams a day. That's a really good dose, Jeremy. I remember feeling great on that dose. Just a heads up, if any of you guys are thinking that you'd like to just stay on Suboxone for the long haul, in my personal opinions, with everything that I've experienced, and you guys know I've gone up and down, left, right. I've done all the different doses of Suboxone, guys. I have a ton of experience with this stuff. For me, it was always between 1 and 2 milligrams was my sweet spot, where I had 0 issues with withdrawal. Sexually, everything was fine. My testosterone levels weren't getting pounded down. I could use the bathroom every day. Very low side effects when you're on those lower doses, guys. So shout out to you, Jeremy. It's all good, Jeremy. Our brains and body tell us when we can taper down. Don't rush. Jeremy says, throw me a wrench. Almost here every live. I've got all these wrenches passed out, buddy. I actually need to take some wrenches back. I don't want to have too many people have that, but as I've told people in the past, if I give somebody a wrench and they're not here like most of the time, then I'm gonna have to take it back and give it to somebody that is gonna be here. So I'll keep you in mind, Jeremy, for the future, buddy. But as you can see, I have more than enough wrenches here. Deb is my main squeeze here. She's always here on the Wednesday shows. But I'll keep an eye for somebody on a Sunday show. I've been watching and seeing who shows up every Sunday. So shout out to you for wanting to do that, Jeremy. I'll keep you in mind for the future, brother. But like I said, I already have a lot of wrenches out there right now, and I don't want to clutter it up too much. Let's see here. Rachel B says, I'm here listening and wrapping presents. Rachel's still here. What you gonna wrap me, Rach? Oh, Wody Mac made it again. Damn, Wody, you've been in here a lot lately, buddy. Says, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, good sir. Okay, so GM says, so far everything is great. No supplementing needed. That's awesome. I bet you feel pretty good to be off of that. For me, like I felt really chained by having to take my Suboxone dose every day and think about my dose all day long. So like that was a huge weight off of my shoulders when I could stop oral dosing. GM says, I feel pretty stable mentally, just a little fatigue, and sometimes I get a little more emotional than usual. Very happy with Sublocade. So GM, just a heads up to you, when you go in for your second shot, you're gonna be like stable as a rock, my friend. You're gonna be good to go. So there might be, a little bit of a transition complication here and there, but dude, trust me, you're fine. As long as you're not getting any type of like restless legs or insomnia, then don't even worry about the other little things. But as soon as you get your second shot, everything smooths out like to 100% for sure. Because then you have two different depots that are kind of supplying you. So just something to look forward to. Push through as hard as you can this first month and try not to take any oral doses, because remember, guys, every day that you're not putting something under your tongue is every day that your brain is healing from the mental addiction of Suboxone. So shout out to you, man. Good job. That's awesome to hear. Sounds like your doctor got the dose right. I like that you went to the 200 shot. That's awesome. Brian says, Kevin, oh, I already read that. Going crazy was an understatement, Nate says, but going through withdrawal was only way I'd get off for real. Yeah, that's some people have that mentality, like you gotta feel it to heal it, right? I don't know why, but it took your message back. Don't tread on me. If you guys are cursing in the live chat, YouTube will block it. So just a heads up for you guys. This is a PG-13 family show right here. It's a family edition, baby. You guys notice how I try not to curse that much? Now I want to actually do stuff and live life. I didn't even realize how numb those subs had me. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that, Nate. I do hear a lot of people say that. Specifically the word numb. I know a lot of people feel spiritually numb. Do you guys relate to that? You guys who are on Suboxone and maybe even Sublocade as well, you could feel that way. I'm at 2 months and 3 weeks off of 8 milligrams of Suboxone. Still have no energy, but I'm working on it. I'm never going back. Damn, you cold turkeyed 8 milligrams, brother? Holy moly. Is that what you're saying? Restless legs almost made me lose it. Yes, that's what gets me every time. I always feel like my legs are like in a bonfire. It feels like my legs are just, that's why I quit. My soul was numb. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people are saying that they're having issues with that. I always kind of had this weird feeling like I could pray to God and he wouldn't hear me. It's kind of how I felt. And honestly, there is kind of a little point in me that still feels that way. Like sometimes I'll still pray and it's just like, I feel like it's like not being heard is kind of what I don't know. Can you guys relate to that? I remember there's a guy's, he's got a kind of a smaller YouTube channel like mine. What's his name? Oh, he always talks about like the, what does he say? Something about if you can have I think it's like a AA quote, something about if you can have a spiritual connection, then you're good with whatever you're doing. He worded it somehow like that, and I really liked how he said that. Oh my God, having to take each dose consistently was so exhausting. Yes. Having to watch that damn clock all day. Oh, I don't miss that stuff, guys. Not having to take anything now or worry about medicine is so freeing. Yeah, props to you guys, man. A lot of you guys have gotten off. I mean, we've just heard 3 different people that have gotten off of Suboxone, and it doesn't sound like they've all tapered down to tiny doses either. So if you guys have jumped off at higher doses, man, that's some incredible stuff that you guys have gone through to get to where you're at. So props to all you guys who have done that. Looks like I'm almost getting caught up in the comments, guys. So if you can, throw me some comments so I can keep the conversation rolling here. 17 people in here. I know we can keep some combos going. MP says, will my energy ever come back? I mean, if you jumped off of 8 milligrams, buddy, it could take you a while. I don't know many people that have been able to jump off of that high of a dose, honestly. And I've talked to a lot of people on this channel. I've only heard of maybe a handful of people that have done that. Marky Rizzo says savages. Yes, I agree with Marky. It's going to probably be a while, man, if you jumped off that high of a dose for you to get your energy back. Have you had your testosterone levels checked? Also, guys, remember it's very important to eat a healthy diet. Don't be eating fast food. Don't be eating junk food. Like, prepare your meals at home if you can, guys. Learn how to eat healthy. That will make a huge difference in your recovery and get you better, feeling better faster. If you guys can spend some time in the sauna, that will help sweat things out and get your body feeling a lot better, guys. If you can spend some time in the sauna and just let that body sweat all those toxins out, guys. Or if you can do weight training, or if you guys even just run around the block for half an hour, or whatever you guys got to do, whatever works best for you guys, right? Whatever kind of physical fitness. Maybe you want to do them Jane Fonda home workouts. That works too. Just get moving, guys. Get the blood flowing. Wody Max says, I try. I was awake and vibrating for 6 straight days. It was horrifying. Oh my gosh, dude, that sounds like nightmares to me. Like, picturing that. Goodness sakes, I can't believe you made it, dude. That's literally, it's almost kind of a miracle that you made it. Like, it's a decent sized miracle in my book. Just knowing what I experienced, even jumping off of 2 and 1 milligrams, it was rough, guys. And just remember too that a lot of things come into play. You know, how many years we've been addicted to opiates, how old we are, like there's just a bunch of things that come into play with this stuff, right? Some people have a much higher tolerance for suffering. Driving was the only thing that would help at all, and unfortunately the only time I could doze off. I ended up in a ditch when you were withdrawing from Suboxone? Is that what you're saying? That don't sound good. P. Miller, good question, says, is your TRT covered by insurance? ? It seems all of the online clinics I've checked out do not accept insurance. That's actually funny that you say that. So I don't go through my insurance to get my testosterone because they'll only cover 30 days at a time. Sorry, guys, about the freaking jets out here. And that's a pain in the ass for me to have to go to the pharmacy to pick my testosterone up every 30 days. So what I do is I'll get my doctor will write a prescription for a 10 cc bottle, which lasts me 3 months. And then I'll just go to the GoodRx app. If you guys don't know what that is, download the GoodRx app. It's basically a discount for all of your prescription needs. And so I can go, it does like shopping for the cheapest price, and they give you a huge discount on testosterone. I think I get a 10 cc bottle for like $30, I think at Smith's or something like that. It's dirt cheap. And that's, what's that, $10 a month for my testosterone? That's nothing, guys, for how much of a difference that makes. And then I can literally go to my doctor and see him once or twice a year. And he does blood work once a year. So even if you have to go to your doctor, your local regular doctor, out of pocket, it should only be like $100 for a doctor appointment, guys. And then maybe another $100 for blood work once a month. It's pretty dang cheap if you figure out how to do it. I can definitely relate to what you mean by praying and being blocked. Yes, yeah, I have always felt, it's been weird, just like as I prayed throughout the years, and it's like sometimes I can feel like I'm being heard, and then other times I feel like it's just like, almost feels like I'm just kind of wasting my energy doing that. And I know it sounds weird to say, guys, so I hope I don't offend you guys, but I try not to get too like religious on here, just because I don't know how some people are going to take certain things that I say. Like, I don't want it to be taken out of context. 19 people in here, baby. Say what's up. Say what's up. MP says, yes, my testosterone is extremely low. Dude, you need to get that bumped up, my friend. Please get the testosterone figured out, guys. That stuff, if your energy is that low, I guarantee you it's because your testosterone is crammed down, especially if you know that your testosterone is low. And shout out to Brian K with another $10 super chat. He says, I just wanted to say thanks again for answering all my questions. You've been a huge help. This is the least I can do. I'm super excited to get my first shot of Sublocade. Shout out to Brian K. Brian, if you didn't hear a little bit earlier, I shouted you out for last week. You did a $20 super chat on the Wednesday live stream, and then you also came through on a Sunday night live stream with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Brian K. coming through with the contributions here, guys. Please let us know, Brian, how that transition goes for you. You should be super excited to get your first shot of Sublocade. It is a different experience. So if you have any questions at all, just throw them in here, buddy, especially since you've been helping out. I'll make sure that I answer any questions that you have, okay? And if you have any questions on the replay, like if you have a question that comes up and like I'm not on live, just throw a question on the replay and I'll be sure and answer it, okay? Shout out to you, man, for being the sponsor here today. Really appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, MP, you need to get your testosterone figured out, buddy. It's very dangerous to have low testosterone, guys. The psychological issues that a man can experience and sexual side effects and issues that a man will have with low T, it's very, very not fun. Trust me, I've been there, guys. And ain't nothing more embarrassing when you've got a beautiful girlfriend and things don't work, if you know what I'm trying to say, and you don't know what the hell's going on, and it's all because your testosterone is low. Don't do that shit to yourself, guys. Oh, another thing too I wanted to bring up, okay, for you fellas, if you're having any sort of sexual, I've got to be careful with what I say here. Obviously, this is PG-13 talk. If you're having any sort of sexual issues with performing or keeping things up, so to speak, just talk to your doctor, guys, your Suboxone or Sublocade doctor. Don't be embarrassed to bring it up, because almost every guy that's on Suboxone or Sublocade could experience sexual issues, okay? So if you're interested in knowing more about the options, I would say either go for Cialis or Viagra, okay? And I know this is kind of embarrassing to talk about, but trust me, guys, your doctor hears this stuff all day long. Cialis, I'll just kind of say what my experience has been with both. I have tried both, and they both do work. So with Cialis, that's going to be more of like a weekend thing. If you're going to be, say, on a vacation with your girlfriend or something, right, or your wife or whatever, and you want to be able to perform for many, like 2 days in a row, I think is what it'll last. That'll keep you good for a full 2 days, one dose. And for me, I personally actually kind of like Viagra better because of the shorter half-life of it. I've never really liked when I was on Cialis in the past, like I kind of don't like waking up halfway through my sleep with things being hard, right? Hopefully this isn't TMI, guys. CP Miller says sex drive is non-existent. Yeah, and the Cialis and Viagra, guys, can make a huge difference, okay? Huge difference. Even if your testosterone is low, these things can definitely help you guys. So, but yeah, Viagra is more of like if you know you're going to be getting down that night, just take it on a semi-empty stomach before you have dinner or something, and then you've got like a 5-hour window which you can perform well. Okay, guys. And just a quick side note, Viagra is extremely cheap these days. The generic version of it, guys. So it's less than $1 a pill. So you guys can't tell me that that's not worth being able to perform like a rock star, right? So if you guys have any questions about this stuff or like dosing on those things, feel free to ask me on the replay or here in the live stream, guys. It looks like we have 20 people in here right now. Did we get that up to 20 likes yet, guys? Let me take a quick peek here. I know we could get to 20 likes on this video for sure. Let me see, baby. We've got to 13 likes, guys. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's get that up to like 16 real quick. If you guys haven't hit that like button, just bang it out real quick. Just smash that puppy. I want to see that thing go ding, ding. We got to get the more likes on this video, guys. It's going to help the channel grow. So please, if you can. Oh, just another thing too, guys, is that I'm going to plan on purchasing the StreamYard. So this thing goes away soon. I don't like to see that damn logo up there. Also, as you guys know, I'm like running out of stream time that they're giving me on the free plan. So I'm going to use the money that you guys have been contributing to the channel to buy an upgraded StreamYard plan. Okay. And that's also going to allow me to record the streams. So then I can go through and rewatch them and take certain like key pieces of the video. Cause I know not everybody wants to sit here and watch a 3-hour live stream. You guys know sometimes I do 3-hour live streams. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go through and like chop out the good, like the great parts of the interview, or if I have like if I have somebody on the channel and they like say a certain key thing that I think will resonate with you guys, I'll be sure and start to do that in the near future. Okay, guys. So shout out to everybody who's donated. That's going to go towards expanding the channel here and getting some upgrades to the channel, and then also removing the streaming time limit that I have here currently on the channel. That will be for 2023, guys. And they make me pay for a whole year in advance, of course. Yes, numb is a great description, Brian says. Yeah, numb. In more ways than one, right, guys? Bodie Mac says, just having some kind of structure helps a lot, knowing you got to wake up and be somewhere or do something. That's a great point. Great point, Bodie Mac. I wanted to touch on that for a second, guys. Like, as you guys know, I'm like, I guess you could call me unemployed right now. I don't have like a normal job. I closed my business when COVID hit because I couldn't find any good cars to flip anymore. I had a car dealership that I ran by myself. So yeah, I've been kind of unemployed for a while, and that's why I have insurance right now, guys. That's the only reason I have insurance right now. So, there were many times when I felt like I felt really depressed because I didn't really have anything to do, right, guys? And so, as Bodhi just said, if you can have things to do, and especially if it's things that you enjoy to do, to keep you busy, especially if you guys are tapering or if you're going through withdrawal, it's hard to just sit around and do these things, like to have nothing going on in your life, guys. So fill your schedules up, especially if if you can find things that you love to do to fill your schedules up, that will make a huge difference in your life. Every day, guys. Try not to sit around and just watch YouTube videos all day or sit on social media all day. Like, that stuff will just rot your brain. I've started riding the stationary bike. New Year's resolution is getting off of meds and to be and eat healthier and also start lifting at home. That's funny. My buddy just sent me like a screenshot. He does the stationary bike, but somehow it's like a video game. He's like, check this out, I'm #1. And there's some kind of video game that you can like hook up to his stationary bike, and it turns into a video game. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm not a video game guy, but it looks pretty cool. And I know he loves biking, so yeah, guys, if you guys can do the stationary bike, I mean, just do it. Whatever kind of exercise works for you. It doesn't have to be trying to get big and bulky like I do, like I am. Mikey says, I take the testosterone by myself, 0.5 milligram every twice a week, testosterone cypionate. 0.5 milligram, 0.5 milliliter every. Okay, so basically you're taking 1 milliliter a week, which would be 200 cc's a week. So Mikey, you're just a little bit higher than I am. What am I at, guys? I'm at 150, 160 milligrams a week. So yeah, you're just a little bit higher than me, Mikey. That's a good dose. That's a good strong dose. Deb says, yay, Brian. I got off of it for no reason other than not wanting to mess with my refills. What? Dude, that's scary, man. Get back on that. So I'm assuming that you're doing what I was talking about earlier, having to get your refills once a month. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. If you guys have to do that and you're on TRT, ask your doctor for a 90-day supply with 1 refill. Usually they'll give you, which would be 2 big bottles, and that should last you guys 6 months, okay? And then chances are your insurance won't pay for 90 days at a time. So just download the GoodRx app, do a search for 10 milliliter bottle, 10 cc bottle of testosterone cypionate 200 milligrams, because that's what everybody gets prescribed. And usually you can find it for like 20, 30, 40 bucks for a freaking full 10 cc bottle. That should last you guys at least 90 days. Because I could get my testosterone free, but I have to go get it every month. And I was like, I'd rather just pay 30, 40 bucks and not have to come back every month. That's a pain in the butt. And just tell your doctor that too. I just say, dude, write the prescription for bigger. I don't want to have to drive to the drive-thru every month or drive to the pharmacy every month. Everybody got to stay strong. Are some of you guys retracting your own messages or what? Because I'm seeing certain messages like get retracted. Or Deb, are you having to take some messages off, or what's going on? I don't know why some messages are showing retracted. Am I missing something? Is low T from subs a permanent thing, you think? No, absolutely not. A lot of people have their testosterone naturally jump back up, especially if you're working out. Especially if you guys are working out, and if you can hit the sauna, that will help spark things back up too, guys. But no, back to what GM just said. I think that was GM that said that. Let me see. Or no, MP just said, if you take synthetic testosterone, like most of us do here in the chat, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, and you're on that for any more than like a month, which most people will be on it for years, and then you stop taking it, your body is going to be shut down for a long time, you guys. Trust me, it might not even kick back on. There are protocols you can get with your doctor that might kick your natural testosterone back in, but if you've been on synthetic testosterone, more often than not, that's a lifelong thing, guys. So just a heads up for you guys considering TRT. You're most likely going to be on it for the rest of your life, because if you come off of synthetic testosterone, your brain is going to not know what the heck to do, because you've told it, your brain tells your natural testosterone to turn off when you start giving your body synthetic testosterone. Just a heads up for you guys. Just had my doctor send in a testosterone test for me today, so hopefully I'll know if low T is a problem with me soon. Yeah, get that figured out, guys. It's important. It's very important. You'll be feeling a lot better if you get your testosterone in the upper. You want them in the upper normal level range, guys. Tell your doctor you want to be optimized, baby. You don't want to just be some normal. I mean, you can be normal, right? But if you're going to take synthetic testosterone, why not be optimized in the upper normal limit? And then you'll be feeling a lot better, right? I've seen videos from men saying their T went back up after stopping subs. Yeah, a lot of people's do. If you've never been on testosterone replacement therapy, chances are your testosterone will probably go up on its own. But if you've been on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, and then you stop, it's probably not going to come back, guys. So once you start on this stuff, you need to stay on it. Nikki, good to see you. Nikki says, I switched to Sublocade. Gosh, look how many people are doing this, you guys. I switched to Sublocade from 3 strips. I've been on 300 milligram Sublocade for 2 months. I feel great, and I'm getting my 100 milligram shot on the 20th. Congratulations, Nikki. How are you feeling? I think you just said you feel great. Don't worry about the 100 milligram shot feeling like it's a drop-off, because you still have a lot of the 300 milligram shots built up in you. Because remember, these huge 300 milligram shots, they will literally last you guys like 5-6 months. Okay, guys? So that is exactly why. And I never knew why the manufacturer recommends to go 300, 300, 100, 100. And there's a really good reason to do that. It's because of the half-life is so long that when you go in for your third shot of 100 milligrams, you still have probably, I would guess and say about 400 milligrams built up in you from your first 300 shots. Trust me, they're not going to go away in a month. That's impossible to happen. Impossible, guys. Even my 100 milligram shots, I can physically feel them in my abs for about 3 months, guys. This stuff lasts a long time. And that's why you'll hear some people say that they still test positive after a year. Sex drive goes way up after quitting subs, no doubt. Another thing to think about is your sensitivity goes way up, guys. So like some guys recently coming off of Suboxone or opiates, for example, like you could be a 2-pump chump for a while, right, guys? Because you're so sensitive now. You can feel so much more. You're not numb down there. And so your body can have to take some time if that's happening to you and you're finishing too early. Just be patient with yourself. It will build back up with time, okay, as your body normalizes again. I remember when that happened. Sorry about that. You're going to have to get creative, right? And try to think positive and imagine your new self. That's what I tried to do. That's a good idea, Deb. Oh, we got Misty in the house. Good to see you, Misty. Says driving home from work but listening. It's funny how many people actually just listen as they're driving. Good to see a comment from you, Misty. Okay, so Maddie's still in here. He says, I'm not afraid of getting back off of again. It's doable. Staying off and staying sober is the hard part. That's a good point, Matt. That's a really good point. P. Miller says, starting a schedule and even doing small things like making the bed every day. Dude, I love doing that. First thing in the morning, make my bed. It's like it starts that little snowball effect of like getting things done, right? Can make a huge difference in how you feel about yourself. Pick 1 or 2 small things and do them every day for a week or 2, and you will feel better. And then add more things. That's a great idea too.
No, that's people deleting their own messages, sometimes due to typos. Okay. What's up, Matt? Is finally back, Ethan says. Where you been, dude? Yeah, if you didn't know, Matt made a video kind of giving everybody an update, I believe like last week. And Matt's channel's name is now Lost at 41, not Lost at 40 anymore. Sorry, guys, my voice is kind of going away here. No Cat, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. 16 people in here, guys. We only have like 5 people commenting right now, so drop us some comments if you're listening. I'm getting caught up in the comments again. Does anybody have any questions for me about anything? It's amazing how many people I'm seeing have been switching to Sublocade or are switching to Sublocade. There are a lot of you guys that are switching. I literally don't think I've heard one person say like it's a miserable, crappy experience. Like they're struggling super hard. Like everybody, like there's usually a little bit of a like stabilization period. Just like when we went on to Suboxone, it wasn't just glorious from day one, right, guys? From opiates to Suboxone, like when you're switching medications, oftentimes there can be a transition. So be patient with that and let the medication just settle in and you'll be good to go, guys. P. Miller, that's very true. Baby steps. Let's hear some 2023 goals, Nate says. So 2023 goals for me is I need to finish up my caffeine. I've had a love-hate issue with caffeine addiction in my whole life, ups and downs. Not too long ago, my gas station that I always got I got those red line drinks, guys, and they have like 320 milligrams of caffeine in them. They were charging $3 for each one of those, and then they upped the price to $4. I said, you guys are smoking something. I'm not paying $4 for that. So what I did is I went and bought a bottle of caffeine pills because it's the same damn thing, right? I don't care about the freaking flavor. I don't buy it for the flavor. I buy it for the energy. And it was getting to the point where I wouldn't even fill 320 milligrams of caffeine, right? So I was like, this is stupid that I'm even doing this. I don't get any benefits from it. So as soon as that happened, I went right to Walmart. I paid $3 or $4 for 60 caffeine tablets. They're 200 milligrams each tablet, which is the same as 1 cup of coffee. Okay, so I'm down to just taking 1 caffeine tablet in the morning time, and that's it, guys. I'm down to only 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's very easy to taper caffeine, very easy compared to like Suboxone. So I want to be fully off of caffeine. I know that I just feel better overall when I'm off of caffeine. I can tell that my body's happier that when I'm off caffeine. If you guys are huge caffeine people and you're drinking energy drinks and doing caffeine shots or anything like that, or high caffeine coffee drinks, anything like that, do some research, do some Google research on, I always talk about this too, what's it called? I'm drawing a blank here. What's it called? Oh my gosh, I'll remember in just a second, guys. Help me out, guys. You've heard me talk about this before. Adrenal fatigue, that's what it was. Okay, look into adrenal fatigue, guys. If you guys are taking a lot of, especially if you guys are taking like Adderall type stuff, medications like that, and caffeine, that can really tax your body and your organs, guys. So do some research on adrenal fatigue, okay? Especially when you're dealing with stimulants, high caffeine. It can do like a reversal effect to where if you don't have that caffeine, you're like dead ass tired, right? And who wants to be a slave to caffeine like that? That sucks, right? It's just like being a slave to Suboxone or other drugs. So I'm just trying to simplify my life as much as I can. And my other goal, shout out to Marky Rizzo, just sent a $5 Cash App. Did you guys hear that this time? I guess my notifications were not working last time. Let me see if he said something here in the message. Hold on, guys. He says, "For what is up, my guy?" He's like, all right, what a badass. Are you still in here right now listening, buddy? I haven't seen you in here for a minute. Shout out to Marky Rizzo for the $5 cash out. Thank you for the contribution, my friend. And he's been really consistent in here with the Cash App hookups, guys. So, and he's always in here helping out in the chats. And also, he's always contributing things. You guys seen him come on the show like about a month or two ago, sharing his experience. And he's always sending me other things that I think will help you guys too. Like I just mentioned a little bit earlier with the iboga information I put on my community tab. If you guys are interested about that, just click on the community tab video when this video is over. Click on the community tab when this video is over and check out the video that I posted. That came from Marky Rizzo. So picking up a bottle of red wine, bro. Awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, brother. You the best. You the best. Enjoy that red wine too. Let's see here. Okay, so Nate, I'm still on your question for 2023 goals. My other goal will be to get to have a negative buprenorphine test in 2023. So that's why I'm going to take probably my last shot will be near the earlier part of 2023. So I think those another thing would be for me to probably get my car dealership going again, start another new business again. I thought about doing YouTube full time, but I don't know if that's really what I'm supposed to do. I'm just trying to like kind of weigh my options. I thought about being maybe a police officer. I'm just not too keen on seeing dead bodies. Hold on, guys. We got another cash app here, guys, from Deb Woods. She sent a $10 cash app and says, "For much love," with a heart. And says, "Thank you, Kev." Thank you, Deb. I really appreciate you. Deb is always in here, guys, doing stuff like that. And she's, as you guys see her in here, she's always helping out with the chat and sharing her story as well, guys. It's important that we all share with each other our stories and what we're going through because, as we mentioned earlier, like we're all on our own level, guys, right? So I hope none of you guys feel like I'm trying to pressure any of you towards going on Sublocade. I know I kind of feel like sometimes I might be putting out those vibes. But if you guys are on Suboxone and you just want to keep tapering, then just do that. I would just stick with that. The time that I recommend Sublocade is when you've tried tapering a couple of times and it just wasn't really for you or it was too hard. That's when I think Sublocade could be a good option. Okay, guys? I think some people can cold turkey, as you guys have seen here in the comments tonight. Some people have cold turkeyed 16 milligrams. Okay, so we're all capable of different things when it comes to this stuff and getting off of Suboxone and whatnot. But anyways, sorry for going off on that. Shout out to you, Deb. Thank you for the $10 cash app. I really appreciate the support, girl. And also all your help here in the chat. Deb, did you see the email I sent you? If you could post a link for my clarity.fm. Just a quick side note, I have been having more requests for people wanting to have private coaching calls with me, guys. If you feel that I can help you in any way or you need to just have a private conversation with me about your testosterone replacement therapy or maybe you're suffering through steroid addiction, I've been there, guys. I've been an opiate addict for 15 years. I've been through Suboxone addiction for 5 years. Now I have all this experience with Sublocade. Like, feel free, guys. If you need to have a private conversation with me, Deb will post a link to my private coaching call. You're welcome to do that if you feel that you need to speak with me. You can speak with me for 5 minutes or 5 hours, as long as you need to, guys. Okay. It will charge you obviously it's $1 per minute. So if you guys have a quick question, just book it. I'll answer the phone and we'll talk for however long you need to, guys. I have been having some people that have been struggling lately. We're all struggling with different things right now, guys, right? So if you guys feel that I can help you in any way and you'd like to have a private conversation with me, that's how you do it. In the description box of all my videos, there's a link to my clarity.fm account. There's been a lot more requests for that lately. So shout out to you people that have reached out to me and have those private, intimate conversations with me. I really appreciate that. If you just have a simple question, guys, just post it here on the live stream and I'll try to answer it. I usually answer almost all questions here on the replays as well, as you guys have noticed. Deb says she's trying to find the link. Hang on. It's in the description box, like towards the bottom, I think, Deb. Okay, so those are pretty much my goals. Thank you for asking, Nate. What are your goals for 2023, guys? I want to hear what you guys' goals are. You know, I want to hear what you guys have going on in your lives too, right? What time is it? 4:30. Just a quick side note, if any of you guys want to hop on, I still have probably maybe an hour I can go and talk. If anybody wants to hop on and just chat with me, or if you want to, whatever, guys, just let me know. I'm down to have any of you guys on here. If you guys want to share your story, if you want to ask me questions. Performance issues. Meditation. I love that, P. Miller. Yes, meditation and envisioning the future you and the life you want to live helps too. That really reminds me, I need to get back on my meditation program, guys. I felt such a huge difference when I was doing my consistent daily meditations. I know for some of you that haven't experienced that, okay, Deb just posted the link to my clarity.fm. If any of you guys need a private coaching call with me and you think I can help you in some way, obviously I'm not a doctor, guys. Okay, I can't give medical advice, but I can tell you what I've experienced and what I would do in your situation. All you do is click on that link. You sign up with clarity.fm, and then you send a request for a time slot that works for you, right? And then I'll either approve it or deny it, or I'll offer a different time. But usually I'm available 7 days a week if you guys have to have a conversation with me. I really like that you said that, P. Miller, about meditation. That is huge, you guys. If you don't have experience with meditation, I encourage you, go on YouTube, learn some basic. It's easy to learn the basics of meditation, guys. Stick with it, because I promise you, it literally cured my anxiety, guys. Even for like a year or two after I stopped meditating, my anxiety was literally cured just from learning meditation, guys. It is a huge, you just feel like you're connecting with higher versions of you, right, guys? It's kind of hard to explain this stuff, but you guys that are into meditation, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get too spiritual here, but there are some, I've definitely had some spiritual experiences with meditation. I'll just say that. And visions, I guess you could call them. Ethan says, okay, cool, I'll check it out. Stay safe, Matt. Try not to do anything try not to do that no more. Laugh out loud. Kevin was worried, no lie. Yeah, I was asking about Matt. I was like, has anybody heard from Matt? I can't get a hold of him. Hey, no cap. Okay, let's see. You still sleeping good every night since coming off of your sleeping meds? Yes. Yes, I am. Still riding bikes? Question mark. So I actually, it's funny you say that, Jeremy. So I took my R1 out for my first winter ride. I took it out, like we had like a 42-degree day. So I bundled up and went out and rode my bike. I was doing a wheelie down Main Street and I went right past this other blue R1. It was so awesome. He was like, yeah. I was doing a big ass wheelie down Main Street. Oh, I love riding, guys. Do any of you guys out there ride sports bikes or ride motorcycles? If so, let me know what kind of motorcycle you guys ride. I freaking love riding motorcycles. So freaking fun. That you feel like you're a freaking, I don't know, man. It's just a different experience when you can ride a motorcycle up a canyon or around a track or wherever you guys ride them. Even just going to the gym, I love riding that thing everywhere. Okay. I think they got snow in Utah, Jeremy. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of snow over here in Utah, guys. 16 milligrams is scary, Jeremy says. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Says hello, everyone. I've been thinking of being an officer as well, but I had 2 DUIs in 2011. I don't know if that would affect me. Also, I would have to be off of subs, right? So no cap, just to touch on your situation. If you had DUIs in 2011, I think those fall off your record. Or I want to say it's like you can't have something like that within 2 or 3 years. So you're well past that. It's been over 10 years since you had that. I bet you'd be okay there. And then as far as being off of subs, if you're getting them prescribed, then it doesn't matter if you're on subs, right? Like as long as you have a prescription, it doesn't matter what medication you're on to be an officer. I have a lot of police officer friends too, and I've asked them about this stuff, and that's what they said over here anyway. It could be maybe different wherever you're at, but I would assume if you have a prescription, then nobody can tell you can't take what your doctor's telling you can take, right? Would you do car builds on the channel? I've on my car channel, my other car channel. I do a lot of things with cars on that channel. My car channel's name is Badass 1G, just like it sounds, Badass, the number 1G, Badass 1G. I'm sure Deb will post it here in just a minute. And on that channel, I do a lot of motorcycle upgrades on my R1. I do like videos of me doing wheelies down the freeway and stuff, like crazy stuff like that. There's a lot of old racing videos. I have videos of my Dodge Viper when I had one on there. A lot of my Corvettes are on that channel. If you guys are into any of these things I'm talking about, or buying cars and flipping them and selling them to make profit, there's a huge money in doing that, guys. Huge money in flipping cars for profit. If you're interested in any of the stuff I just mentioned, or if you're interested in tinkering around with cars or mechanical ability stuff, like I've been an auto mechanic for a lot of my life. So if it comes to cars or motorcycles, like I'm in. I love talking about that stuff, especially fancy, flashy cars. Right now I have a BMW 440i with that B58 engine in it. Oh my gosh, that engine, you guys, is gold. I love that engine. That's the engine that they put in the new Supras, Toyota Supras. But I'm a huge Corvette nut, and I really miss the Corvettes that I used to have, and they're so expensive right now. It's like, what the heck, dude? The prices went so high on these cars. Are you guys seeing, like, speaking of that, have you guys seen the housing price? The housing starting to crash, you guys? It's crashing hard in Utah. My old house is literally down like $120,000 just in the last 6 months. What? In Utah and Idaho, this housing market is crashing, guys. Hard. Matt says, maybe I'll do a live with you soon, man. Dude, I would love to have you on here, Matty. Love to have you on here, buddy. I just want the best for you, man. Oh, I just got a Venmo here, guys. Hold on a second. What is this? I'm so confused. Oh, damn. Nate S. coming through on the Venmo this time. All right, Nate S. Thank you for doing that. It was so weird how that sent. It was like it was all private and hidden for a minute. I was like, what the heck? I had to open it up. So shout out to Nathan S. Nate S., as you guys see here in the chat. He sent a $10 Venmo. So dang, you guys are spoiling me here tonight. I thank you all who value this message in this channel. It lets me know that you guys value it obviously by sending donations to the channel. So I do look forward to spending this money and putting it back into the channel, right? So thank you, Nate S., for doing that. I really appreciate not only that, but also you contributing here in the live chat. Okay, so I've been seeing you a lot more consistent. You were here for the Sunday chat, and also Brian K too. We're seeing some new names here on the channel, so I love seeing new people, especially when you guys are consistent and you're sharing your stories. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank you, Nate S., for the $10 Venmo. Shout out to you, brother. 2 seconds, guys. If you guys could put some more questions or comments in there, and I'll be sure and get to them in just a moment. Keep the conversation for your bullet going. If anybody wants to hop on with me, Nate S says 100. Thank you, man. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. I hope to see you on the Sunday night stream as well, buddy. Are you guys enjoying the Sunday night stuff? For you guys that can't make it to the Sunday night live streams, are you guys watching that on the replay? Are you guys enjoying that, or should I thought about cutting it off, but with how much participation we had last Sunday, I was like, okay, maybe we'll keep this going. Because the first couple of weeks was kind of like not many people showed up, not many people chatted much. Like I kind of had to carry the conversation quite a bit. Okay. Looks like we've got 16 people in here. Hit that like button if you guys haven't yet. Did we get over 20 likes yet, guys? Let's check it out, baby. Baby. Let's see. We got 2. I bet we could get to 20, guys. We could do that for sure. We got close. We got to 18 likes, guys. I know we could get that up to 20. So there's got to be at least 2 of you in here that haven't hit that button, baby. Okay, Deb says she watches the replays. Okay, good, Deb. I seen your comment on the Sunday. You were the first person. You came in like hours before the stream started. So just a heads up, if you guys, if you want to say something and you know that you're not going to be on for a certain part of the stream, you guys know I plan these days in advance, right? So you can just click on the link to the video and you can post a comment, and then I'll be sure and respond to the comment at the first part of the video. So just a heads up for you guys, just like Deb did on the Sunday stream. She said something like just coming by to hit that like button and say hello to everybody, or something like that, right, Deb? So shout out to you guys that are able to do that, and just kind of say hello if you're not able to make it, because I know not everybody can, make every stream that we have, and that's okay. That's why I try to do Sunday and Wednesday, to kind of split it up to make sure that everybody can chat and hang out with us. Okay. Oh, wrong phone. Okay, so thank you, Deb. She posted a link to my car channel. And just a heads up for any of you that do go check out my car channel, just know that I don't talk about anything with addiction on that channel. So if you make a comment, something off topic from whatever the video is, and it's about addiction, I probably won't even leave the comment on the channel, because they're 2 totally separate channels, guys. If you're bored and you want to see my life outside of addiction, then go check out the link that Deb just put. Also, a link to that channel is in the description box of all of my videos if you guys are interested in seeing my life outside of addiction, okay? Because this is only part of me, baby. Oh, Dan, we got Florida Man Dan in here. He says, what's up? Florida Man Dan, you ready to hop on? I know you've been talking about it. If you guys don't know, Florida Man Dan has his own YouTube channel that he recently started. Good-looking young man, no homo. I don't know if I can say that word on here. Sorry, YouTube. But he got off fentanyl, and I believe he's in Florida, obviously, as the name says. And he's tapering Suboxone right now. I believe he's, if I recall, I think he's around 2 milligrams a day. Correct me if I'm wrong, Florida Man. Hey, Florida Man, why don't you use your YouTube channel name on here? That's going to help you better. It's going to help your channel grow better if you say that, because you guys know I always support all of you guys who have channels, and I try to send people your way, right? So if you can, Florida Man, sign on one of these times with your YouTube channel's name, and then I'll tell people to go check out your channel by clicking on your name in the comments, right? Does that make sense? But I know you've been talking about wanting to get on here. You're more than welcome to. I still have another like 40 minutes or so if you wanted to hop on right now. I'd be willing to have you on, or anybody else too. We can have multiple people on here too, guys. I'd love to have a few people on here at once and just chat with you guys. I love to get to know you guys. Thank you for posting that link, Deb. She's on it like bonnet. Meditation will likely be hard at first, but if you stick with it, it gets much easier and is greatly beneficial. That is exactly my outlook on meditation. Exactly. Like for the first maybe, I don't know, couple weeks, maybe month, you'll be like, what the hell am I doing? This isn't doing anything. Like you kind of like you expect too much from meditation when you're learning meditation, guys. You'll expect like the fairies to come out of the sky and like touch your soul. Like it takes time to get to the higher levels, right? But just stick with it. It is worth every second that you spend trying to learn new ways to meditate. Some people meditate by staring at the mountains. Some people meditate by laying in bed and listen to audio guided meditation on YouTube, or you can listen to things like binaural beats. I really love the binaural beats and the sound frequencies and stuff. I love the different sound frequency meditations. That really resonates for me. No Cap says, I'm into Mustang 5.0. Dude, check out my channel, man. I just posted, I had an 800 horsepower supercharged Mustang GT. I also had a 700 horsepower twin turbo Mustang GT, the newer ones too. The Hellion turbo kit, you know what I'm talking about. I posted those videos on my channel not too long ago. Dude, go see these cars that I had. They were freaking monsters. I love Mustang 5.0s, especially boosted Mustang 5.0s. Them Coyotes are mean engines, man. Woo! I used to be in a club called B.O.B., Blue Oval Boys, but when I got addicted, I sold my car. I hope I can get another nice one, all in due time. Also, I had an 85 K5 Blazer. Oh, those are nice. Those are collectibles for sure. It's very cold here, and I just go to bed early to be warm. Laugh out loud. Deb, I could picture you in like an electric heated blanket up there in Maine, bundling up on the couch. I don't know why I have that vision, especially since I've never even seen you. That's what's funny about it. It's like I have this vision of you up there in Maine. And I'm sure Maine is nothing like I'm picturing it to be. Marky Rizzo says, you put me to sleep, so I appreciate that, Kev. That's awesome. Marky listens to me on the Sunday night streams when he's trying to go to bed. I sang him a lullaby once. Oh, that shit was funny. Don't Tread on Me says, what's your thoughts on Kratom to help with getting off of Suboxone? So I actually have a video that I tried to take Kratom to get off of Suboxone. If you guys are going to try to take Kratom to get off of Suboxone, first of all, be warned that most people that try Kratom get addicted to it and start to escalate their doses. But if you've heard me stamp that into your brain and you know that you got to be careful with Kratom, you need to, and I'm going off of what Marky Rizzo's boy was saying, is you need to taper down to at least 0.5 milligram of Suboxone to be able to have Kratom be effective as far as getting you off of Suboxone and through withdrawal. Okay, so that's basically all I could say about that. I did try that and I wasn't very successful. I couldn't taper off of the Kratom without having severe restless legs due to the short half-life, but some people can be strict with it and it can work for some people. Just be very careful when doing the Kratom to get off of Suboxone. As far as staying on one or the other, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I believe Suboxone is the better option to stay on simply due to the longer half-life, guys. You guys always hear me talking about the half-life, and it's for good reason. The longer the half-life, the longer it takes for the medication to wear out, therefore keeping you out of withdrawal, right? Because when you're on Kratom, the half-life is somewhere around 5 hours, give or take, and many people can kick into withdrawal in their sleep, and that's one of the biggest things that us opiate users fear, is going into withdrawal in your sleep, right? And getting restless legs or waking up at 4 in the morning and not being able to go back to sleep. Those are the things that happened to me when I tried to take low doses of Kratom to get off of a low dose of Suboxone. But some people have been successful, so I'll just put it there. But I do have videos on the channel. If you Google, you go through my channel like a couple of years ago, I did a very calculated Kratom, Suboxone to Kratom video. I did a few of those videos actually. I forgot what you said. How many more shots are you doing, Kev, before you stop? So I'm getting my 4th shot a week from today, which will be 6 weeks from my last shot. And then I'm going to do my 5th shot, and I'm thinking that's going to be my last shot. I'm going to push that all the way out 2 months. So I'm pushing my doses out further each time I get them, right? And then I'm thinking that will probably be it, because I really need to get back to work. And I can't get back to work if I have insurance being paid for, right? So I'm kind of like stuck on the sidelines right now. And I don't want to be stuck on the sidelines. I already feel like I'm getting behind from not working and hustling right now. So I need to get back to my car grind, because that's what God blessed me with, is an incredible talent to buy cars and fix them and sell them for more. That's what I love to do as well. So I need to get back to that. I could possibly be full-time YouTube one day if this channel ever like starts to take off. I just need to be patient with that, because I keep getting these like bumps that make me think that it's just going to take off, because I see some channels just freaking boost hard. I can't really count on that though, right? That doesn't really yeah. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's see. Another thing too, Ethan, I think you were confused on before, is I think you thought that I took 2 of the 150 milligram shots, but I only took 1. That was my very first shot, was 150 milligrams. And I immediately went down to 100 milligrams after that. So I've literally only had 350 milligrams over the last 4 months, right, guys? And I still have plenty in me, obviously. Due to my calculations, I'm assuming that the last shot that I get around the end of February is when I'm going to calculate that to. That should probably take me out to like right around summertime. Somewhere around there, guys. And then probably next summer I'll be butte free. And that time is going so fast, you guys. Like, I don't know what the hell it is, but literally it feels like a week goes by or a month goes by, and it literally feels like a week. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. I don't know why time is going so fast right now, but I just can't believe how fast the first of the month comes every freaking month. For the last like 6 months, it's been that way. 80 degrees down here today. It was hot. Damn, 80 degrees. It's like 25 out here right now. Freezing cold. Still no snow this year. Dang, Nate, you ain't got no snow? Where are you at, Nate? Dang, Dan, I need to live down there. Yeah, 80 degrees. Gosh, that sounds almost kind of miserable hot. I would take 80 degrees over 20, though. I got to say that for sure. So Dan says, on 2 milligrams, and I know I need to get on there. This just my main channel. Oh, so you're like me. Okay, yeah. So I know exactly what you're doing. So my car channel is the channel that has my YouTube Music or whatever app. So that's usually the channel I post from. So I know exactly why you're doing that. It's a pain in the butt to switch back and forth to both channels. But just for the sake of building your channel, next time you hop on to watch one of my videos, switch over to your other channel, and then I'll send some people your way to go support you. We'll get you some more subscribers on your channel, because we need to get the word out, baby. Duval in the house. North Maine, we've had snow since Thanksgiving. Oh gosh, you guys are probably piled up there. Do your cars get all rusty out there, Deb? I heard New York cars are like super rusty. Dang, that ride home was 1 hour and 40. Is that how long we've been going? Oh my gosh. Hey, StreamYard hasn't kicked us off yet. That's watch what's gonna happen now. If I couldn't find an early 90s Thunderbird Super Coupe, I'd scoop that. Dude, I see those sometimes here in Utah. Want me to keep my eye open for you? Those are the turbocharged ones? Is that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, Marky? What are they, like a 4-cylinder turbo, if I can remember that right? Does that sound right, or am I thinking of a different car? Deb says, yes, my hands are freezing. I need to get another electric blanket. Those things work so good. Snuggling a pet lobster. My cat jumps off of my bed every night when I start kicking and twitching. Have you guys seen Roberta? And oh my God, there she is right there. I was literally wondering if anybody has seen you, Roberta, and there you posted right there on the front phone. So you just hopped in here, I'm guessing. That is hilarious. So I was talking about you earlier in the stream, Roberta, that you and I are like pretty close on our doses, on like how many doses we've got. Let's see. So I'm behind the comments on this phone, guys. That's the phone where like the current comments come up. So if you see me looking down, oh, I'm almost caught up though here, guys. Hold on, let me get caught up real quick. Yeah, I had my air conditioning on in the car driving from home to work. I love the heat. So what is it? Is it 80 degrees year round over there, Florida man? Dude, that would be pretty badass if it was that, or like 70s. That would be sick. Isn't that how it is in California? Like there's a lot of like 70 and 80 degree days year round, guys. Would you take Kratom after weeks of quitting subs? Just curious. That's actually what I did the first time I successfully got off of subs. It was when I first started this channel. I tapered down to 1/4 milligram and then I jumped off. And then I think I made it like a week or two. And then I took a little tiny bit of Kratom, like a gram or two. It was just tiny amounts, guys. So yes, I did do that. And then the time that I stopped like 2 years ago, I took it immediately. I tapered down to somewhere around 1/2 milligram, if my memory calls, and then I jumped right from Suboxone right to Kratom. Okay, yeah, that was a lot less suffering to go right from Suboxone right to Kratom versus when I jumped off at 1/4 milligram. I waited a while. I think it was a week or two before I took any Kratom. I didn't want to suffer anymore is why I did it that way the second time. We are getting hit with ice and snow tomorrow. I need to go get gas with a snowblower. Yeah, you better get on it, man. They don't know Florida, man. Dan, we spoiled down south. So when did you get your 3rd dose, Roberta? Just today, was it? And if you go back and rewatch this stream, Roberta, I did say a shout out to you for the love you showed on Sunday night. Shout out to you again for that. I really appreciate the support. Let's see here. Okay, thanks. It's definitely growing. I'm down to hop on this Sunday and talk. Okay, let's plan on that then, dude. I'll plan on having you hop on for a little bit. Maybe like, let's plan on like 30, 45 minutes. Would that work? Kind of the same time we had Anthony on. If you guys haven't seen yet, we did a stream Sunday night, last Sunday. Anthony C. hopped on and told his story about Suboxone and Sublocade. Shout out to Anthony if he sees this on the replay. He's a very smart individual. And he's also very dedicated to helping others in the community as well. Yes, bro, let me know. Yeah. All right. So I had it right. All right. I'll keep an eye out for those. I do see those from time to time. My buddy had one that was really souped up. That car was fast. Don't tread on me, says Deb. That's almost the same as being in California and living in the desert. They don't use salt on the roads up here because of all the rivers and lakes, so it's different. What? There's a lot of old pickup trucks still in decent shape up here. That's crazy. They don't use salt. So how do you guys drive on the roads when it gets so cold and icy at night? I wouldn't take anything you have to heal. Nate S says, Rizzo, exactly, just got to go through it. Okay, Roberta says, yes, third shot today. I didn't feel the injection half as much with this 100 milligram. Yeah, like it's laughable. The 100 milligram shots are so easy, so easy. And just remember, you still have a lot of your 300 milligram shots in you. Even from your first one will still be in you, right? I bet you still have about half of your first 300 shot is probably still in you. So don't be thrown off by them stepping you down to the 100 milligram shot. You won't even feel the difference, I promise. Studded snow tires, damn, those things are beefy. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Gotta go blow my nose and get stuffy up in this bitch. Whew, it's getting hot up in here. Woo! How is everybody doing, baby? Hey, Deb, do you think you'll ever make it to the Sunday streams if I start doing earlier? That'd be cool to have you on. Looks like we've gone for an hour and 52 minutes. Does anybody have any other questions or comments? We might start trying to wind things down here unless anybody wants to keep the combo going here. We've kind of been on for a while. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I had somebody texting about a car I have for sale. All right, let's see here. Throw me some comments, guys, questions, any comments you guys have. Throw them in there. Off topic, Kev, are you an Alex Smith fan being from Utah? Alex Smith, the quarterback? No. I didn't know he was from Utah. Is that who you're talking about? If it's earlier, I can. All right. Yeah, I know I think the Sunday night football games will probably be over in the next like month or two, Deb. So as soon as those games are over, I'll probably start doing earlier streams. Probably maybe around, let's see, if I did it like 5 o'clock here in Utah, that would be about 7 o'clock your time, Deb. Would that work for you? I want to try to like figure it out to where we can get like a lot of people on. Like I want to do what works best for all of you guys. So I'm willing to like, switch things around if I need to. Oh, here's somebody new. M. Tashanka B. Oh, wait, she's not new. I haven't seen her here for a little bit. It says, does Kratom work on the same receptors in your brain as subs? I guess you could say so, yes, because people take Kratom when they get off of Suboxone, and it's not a hugely different experience as far as like low dose to low dose. In my experience, it was pretty close to the same effects as Suboxone. That's just my experience. Somebody else might say something different. I would just say that they're similar. Deb's a wuss. She won't do it. Love you, Deb. I haven't seen Zach in here tonight. How's Zach doing, guys? Usually he says he's in here listening but driving. What are you doing in Tashanka B? Are you considering going to Kratom from Suboxone, or what's your situation? Was that a goose? What's a goose? It's all good. I don't have TV. Deb, you need to get a super box and you'll have every channel you want. How many likes did we get on this video, guys? Let me take a quick peek here. Did we get to 23? 23 likes? Let's take a peek. I usually like to try to get us to 25 if I can before we get off. Let me see. We got to be getting close. 22 likes, guys. So if you're newer to the stream right now, if you could get us 3 more likes, I know you guys could get us 3 more likes on here. We could get that to 25, guys. Do it, do it. Smash that, smash that. Hit that like button for your buddy boy Kev here, guys. Let's see here. So she says, I just started subs 2 milligrams and I've been on 3 weeks. It makes me so sick still. So I just want to get back off of them. Like, it makes you sick how? Like, it's just too strong for you? Like, how does it make you sick? M to Shunka B. Damn, Sonny coming up in here. Sup, my man Kev? I'm driving but listening. Good to see you, Sonny. Driving home from work or what, man? Good to see you, Sonny. Pump that like button, guys. Yeah, he went to Utah. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not like a big. I don't watch any college football. I don't pay attention to anything college football. I'm just all about the NFL. So I'm sorry I didn't know that, but no, I'm not really a fan of him. I don't like hate him or anything, obviously, but it makes me throw up and have diarrhea and muscle aches all over. What? What did you take before you got on 2 milligrams of Suboxone? Something doesn't sound right with what's going on with you. I just told my doc, and he thinks he needs to increase it. Well, because the diarrhea is usually an effect of you're going too low on the dose, right? So did you come from like a high dose of opiates before you got on 2 milligrams of Suboxone? But the throw up part sounds like it's like too high. So I'm thrown off by what's going on with you. If you could tell us what you came from before 2 milligrams of Suboxone, that would help a lot. I took hydrocodone and used Kratom. Okay, what kind of doses were you taking of both? Were you taking hydrocodone and Kratom at the same time? Sonny says, yeah, from work, kind of. Laugh out loud. Always good to catch you live. Yeah, good to see you, man. See if you're able to, man. We do Sunday night lives now too, buddy. Oh, well, he's retired now. Yeah, I remember he got injured. Like, he was supposed to be like this great quarterback, and then he got injured for a long time. And then I remember he came back and played for a little bit, right? And then I think he got injured again. I remember seeing a story about him somewhere. I don't know if they made like a documentary about him or if there was like a YouTube story about him, but I did see that he got like seriously injured and then came back or something like that. So 5 milligrams of hydrocodone 3 times a day and 2 teaspoons of kratom twice a day. Okay. Okay, so your tolerance is low. Wow. Sounds like precipitated withdrawal. Yeah, are you taking any of the kratom anymore or the hydrocodone still? Or are you just only on Suboxone? Something sounds like it's not right. Something isn't adding up with this. That could be possible. You might be allergic to Suboxone. That's a consideration. What do you feel when your dose kicks in? And do you take it all at once? That could be another issue too. Some people need to spread out the doses because it's too strong and it hits them all at once. So maybe try switching to 1 milligram in the morning and 1 milligram in the PM. Okay, so you're only on Suboxone now. I would try splitting up the dose and see if you still throw up. The diarrhea usually means that your levels are too low. Is it possible that you're just sick? Maybe you have the flu or something? I'll try that. I'll cut it down. Yeah. So you're taking 2 milligrams all at once then, right? Yeah. Because here's something to think about is you can go online and you can find there are certain like PDF files that shows that 1 milligram of Suboxone is equal to 30 milligrams of oxys or roxys or hydrocodone or however you want to say that. So if you're good to see you, Kingdom Within, if you're taking 2 milligrams all at once and your tolerance is low, that could be looked at as the equivalent of you taking like 50 to 60 milligrams of hydrocodone, okay? And obviously your tolerance isn't that high. So I would try taking 1 milligram tomorrow first and seeing how you feel and then going from there. That's what I would do if I was you. Obviously, I can't give medical advice, and maybe your doctor can hear the idea that I just had for you. Nope, I've been to the doctor, had them check me out, and the doctor also thinks I may be allergic to subs. Yeah, it could be that. Maybe give that a shot for a day or two and see how you're feeling. 1 milligram in the morning and 1 milligram in the PM, sometime in the afternoon or late night before you go to bed, and see how you're doing. Because if once that 2 milligrams hits you all at once, that could be a heavy dose for people like you that have low tolerances. If it's making you throw up, that sounds like it's high, but the diarrhea is what's kind of throwing me off. Try my way first. I mean, yeah, it can't hurt to try for a day or two, right? I know Mark Brown was having issues from taking his dose all at once. He was waking up and then taking his dose and then falling right back asleep after he just slept all night. And I told him to switch it up, to lower his first dose, and that was the trick for him. Is it was hitting him too hard and putting him to sleep. What is it that you feel when your dose kicks in? Do you feel a lot of energy or do you feel tired and foggy, M. Tashanka? Because everybody gets, or do you feel like euphoria? Most people feel one of those three things. Yeah, he broke his leg in half, almost lost it. I remember that. Okay, now that you're saying that, I'm remembering it. Took each team to the playoffs and his last year too, but his leg got injured last game, so he had to retire. Didn't he come out of retirement for like a short time or something? I thought he like came back and was doing like some awesome job for a short amount of time. Like, you feel tired and dizzy? Yeah, it's your dose is too hard. It's too strong for your tolerance. Yep. So I guarantee you, if you take 1 milligram tomorrow instead of 2, you're gonna feel a lot better. I promise you. Try that. Just remember that 1 milligram of Suboxone is equal to 30 milligrams of hydrocodone, okay? At least that's what the charts say. I don't know if I really believe that, but especially if you're new to Suboxone, it can be really strong, and your body will adjust to it as time goes on. But yeah, please get back to me either on the replay of this video or like Sunday night stream and let me know if that helps you, okay? I bet you'll be feeling a lot better. Because if you're feeling tired and dizzy, then yeah, your dose is too strong for you, right? Everybody takes different doses. I'm a little surprised at why you didn't just taper off of what you were taking instead of getting on Suboxone, because you were at such a low dose. Did you fail trying to taper off many times, or did you even try? You probably could have just tapered off instead of trying out Suboxone. And since you've been on Suboxone for such a short amount of time, you know. Thanks so much. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm pretty sure you'll feel better by doing that. And then another thing you could try too is you could try taking 1/2 milligram at a time. If you take the 1 milligram tomorrow and it still feels like it's too strong, you can take 1/2 milligram at a time and see how that works. Just tinker with your doses, spread it out throughout the day. Because if you're not used to Suboxone and you're taking 2 milligrams all at once, then yeah, it can hit you hard. I'm excited to get an update from you on this. Please let me know. Mark Urza, what's up, bro? Hope you're well. Carrie R coming in the house here. Says, hey, Kevin, am I really late? Yes, you're very late. 2 hours and 6 minutes late, girl. I was too scared to try, and my pain doc said to try subs. I wish I never did. I mean, it might not be too late for you to just kind of come off and try to withdraw. I'm just trying to think. I don't think your withdrawal will be that hard since you were at such a low dose. You know, you might even do better at just 1 milligram total a day of Suboxone, like 1/2 milligram in the morning and 1/2 milligram at night. Just try messing with the doses and try taking as little as possible to where you still feel okay, right? You don't want to suffer, obviously. "9 months off of subs, Sunny's crushing it." Or at Sunny crushing. I did it. I'm switching. I went for my consultation visit, and I'm getting on Sublocade tomorrow morning at 9:40, baby. Oh, baby. Carrie, going for the Sublocade shot. Okay, Carrie, give us the details. What dose of Suboxone are you going on in, and what dose of Sublocade are you getting? Look at how many people are switching to Sublocade, guys. Dude, they should call me up and sponsor my ass, because I swear I've had like 20, 30 of you guys switching over to Sublocade. Since I started making videos about this stuff, I have heard almost every stream there's like 3 different people getting on or just switched to Sublocade. Carrie, please let us know how your transition goes, okay? But if you could tell me your doses, what you're going from and going to, I can kind of tell you what you're going to expect to feel like. And then maybe give you some pointers to what might help you as well on your transition. That is awesome, Carrie. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be a totally different experience. If I can do better with 1 milligram, then I'm gonna try to come off them. Well, still 1 milligram is still a pretty strong dose. Like, if you haven't watched many of my videos, most people taper down to like 1/4 of a 1 milligram before they jump off. Okay, so just know that even 1 milligram of Suboxone is still a pretty decently strong dose for somebody like you that has such a low tolerance. So you can try to come off of them, but if you start to have withdrawal, like restless legs, or you can't sleep, or you have the runs all day, right? Diarrhea. If you have those things, then just know that those are signs of withdrawal. And even just taking 1/4 milligram can take you out of withdrawal. Okay, so just some things to think about. I know 1 milligram sounds like a small dose, but it still is a pretty high dose to just jump right off of, okay? But you have only been on it for a short time, so it might not be that hard for you. The worst thing that happens is you try and you fail, and then you just take a little bit of Suboxone, okay? A little bit of Suboxone will take you out of withdrawal. I can promise you that. Less than a half of a milligram will take you out of Suboxone withdrawal for where you're at. Sorry, I died. So much better, so much better. Just still a little funny at night, trying to fall asleep. Yeah, I have to sing Marky lullabies sometimes on the Sunday night stream so he can get to sleep. Everything else is much bueno. I've wanted to switch for so long, but my doctor didn't do the shot. So going into a new place, I watched all of your videos on it. Good, good, good. I was at 4 milligrams and I went up to 10 milligrams for 2 weeks. Okay, so is he going to give you the 300 milligram shot to start you on? Thanks, I really appreciate all the advice. You're welcome. Yes, please let us know how it works for you. We're always, anybody on my channel is more than willing to help you out if you have any other questions, okay? So we're like a little family here. We all support each other on where we're all at on our own journeys because everybody's journey is different. But congratulations to you for reaching out and trying to find different things that can work for you, okay? Just be patient. And just remember that there is a transition period for people switching to Suboxone. And a lot of people, there is a transition period going to Sublocade as well. But if you keep tinkering with it, you'll find something that could work for you. Okay, so tomorrow she gets the 300 milligram shot. All right, so Carrie, are you ready to throw away your Suboxone and tell your doctor not to prescribe you anymore? Are you really ready? What's the one thing I always preach for people going from Suboxone to Sublocade, Carrie? Can you tell me how you're going to feel? You're going to feel normal. You're not going to have this anymore, right? Remember that. So don't get freaked out when you don't feel your Suboxone kicking in all day, because that's how you want to feel. You want to feel normal. But if you're going from 10 milligrams to the 300 milligram shot, at that transition dose, you really should not need any oral Suboxone from day one. So if I can encourage you to do one thing, it would be to get rid of any options that you have to take Suboxone after you get that shot. You will be okay, I can promise you. But your brain might try to trick you and tell you otherwise. The sleep and poops were the last thing to come back. I slept, but I would wake up early AF. It didn't matter when I fell asleep. I woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. It gets better, trust me. Woo! Yeah, that 4 or 5 a.m. stuff sucks, especially if you don't got to be like active until like 9 or 10. Just to like chill there and lay in bed when you know you just want to sleep it off. Deb says just a tiny sliver of sub will take you out of withdrawal, but it will take an hour to work, so be patient. Yeah, that's another thing for M. Tashanka. So what I would always do whenever I would take my Suboxone dose is I would set my timer to an hour and a half. And usually it would take about an hour and a half for you to feel the full effects of your Suboxone, okay? So just something to be aware of for M. Tashanka. She's new to Suboxone. So her knowing all these extra little things, like some doctors think that your Suboxone kicks in like 5 minutes, which is definitely not true. It takes a while to get into your bloodstream, guys. So I would always set my timer for an hour and a half, and I'd be like, okay, this is how I'm going to feel once my dose is fully kicked in at an hour and a half. My new doctor said I could be off of it within 4 to 5 months. That is true. That being said, though, Carrie, is even that if you wanted to be off of it in 4 to 5 months, like, I guess I need to clarify what you mean by being off of it. Like, If you want to have a negative buprenorphine drug screening in 4 to 5 months, then you're only going to get that 300 milligram shot. That shot will last you 4 to 5 months by itself. Okay. But if you keep going in for shots every month, then it's just going to keep pushing it out that much further. Okay. So something to keep in mind. If the goal is for you to have a negative buprenorphine drug screen in 4 to 5 months, then you're literally only going to take that 300 milligram shot, and it will last you 4 to 5, maybe even 6 or 7 months. But if the goal is not to rush off and get a negative drug screen, if that's not important to you, then you want to get 4 or 5 shots, then you can do that as well. It's really up to you at the end of the day, and I guess what your doctor comes up with as well. Because every doctor is kind of going to have their own little game plan that they have in mind as well. But if you tell them, you know, all these different things that you know about the medication and kind of what your goal is, some people are taking 1 shot and just moving on. So it's possible. I would just say don't rush it if you don't have to, especially if you're not having to pay up for all the medication. Like, it's free for me, so I'm not rushing it. But I was still feeling fine, and I was happy, and I pulled it off. Yeah, Sonny's a stud. All you guys are studs that got off. I'm proud of all you guys. I tried many times, as you guys seen. I guess I just didn't have what it takes. Ah! I'm just a wussy boy, guys. As you guys know, this stuff is hard for me. But look at how many people we've had in the chat today that have came off of Suboxone, dude. Like, that just goes to show that many of you guys out there can do it, okay? It almost kind of seems like half of you are getting off and half of you are tapering off and half of you are going on to Sublocade. It's kind of what it seems like. Oh, you are out of Suboxone. Okay, I canceled my doctor appointment today with the Suboxone doctor. Good, Carrie, good. So your 300 shot is going to peak within the first day, okay? So you might feel like you took kind of a higher dose of Suboxone for the next, like, say, 2 or 3 days. 1 to 3 days, I would say. So just expect that, and then you'll feel normal after that going forward, okay? Carrie, really keep an eye on your constipation. Really keep an eye on your constipation. Make sure you're drinking enough water. And if on the second day, if you can't go to the bathroom, then take a stool softener before bed on the second night. Just don't let yourself get so backed up to where you're scared what's going to come out. Okay. Just really keep an eye on your constipation and do whatever you have to do to keep up on it. I'm not sure how bad your constipation is now, but it's something to really think about. Okay, guys. Yeah, Sonny, to be honest, I could stay like this the rest of my life and be fine with it, but ish just keeps getting better. Thanks for not cussing there, Marky. And so I'm on my way, bro. Yep. Your videos always inspired me, so all love, brother. That's cool, you guys. It looks like you guys catching up with each other in here. Sonny used to have a YouTube channel, guys. He had to take his videos down. He had some great videos sharing his experience coming off of Suboxone. He's one of the old schoolers like me. He's from the Rock and Roberta tribe. Pretty sure that's where I met Sonny, was through Rock and Roberta. Yeah, it is, definitely. I think I met a lot of you guys through Rock and Roberta. Obviously, probably Marky, Rizzo, and Deb. I'm sure I met all you guys through Roberta. I mean, I'm only going to get the 300 milligram shot twice and then 100 milligram shot. I just mean I don't want to have to keep getting the shot every month for years. Yeah, I got you, Carrie. So let's just say if you did exactly that, if you got the 300 milligram shot twice and then the 100 milligram shot, that would literally last you until, I would say, fall of next year. Okay, so just to have an idea of how long these shots are going to last you. The bigger 300 milligram shots, they last a long time, guys, long time. So don't think that just because they're prescribing you to take one shot every month that it runs out. Trust me, it is not going to run out in a month. In fact, Carrie, you might want to consider, well, let's just see how you do for the first month, okay? Like, because you might not even be ready to go in for your second 300 milligram shot right at 4 weeks, right? You might still be feeling plenty fine for a while. And maybe bring that up with your doctor. Just ask him, like, hey, if I feel like I don't need this second shot yet, can I wait a little bit? And we can, I don't know how many doctors are going to want to do that. I think they want to try to keep you guys on a consistent 4-week thing, but I don't know. You could always call in sick or whatever and just say, I'm really sick. I'll come in a week or two. Just something to think about, Carrie. How many milligrams of Suboxone were you on when you switched to Sublocade? So I went up to 4 milligrams, 4 to 5 milligrams, and I went on to a 150 milligram shot. So pretty much you're exactly double, everything double what I did. So you should be totally fine. But the good thing is that unlike I didn't know, that Sublocade isn't going to be kicking in and falling off like Suboxone does, right? So you at least know what to expect. I had no idea it was going to be like that. I thought I was going to feel it kicking in all day. That's definitely not how you feel. I never participated in the chats with Roberta. I was too chicken. Or why were you too chicken? But is that how you found me, Marky, was through Roberta's videos? Because I know she kind of had me on her channel a few times, and she probably always talked about me and stuff. We'd always like be talking in the comment section. I remember I watched a lot of her live videos. And now here I am doing the same stuff with you guys. Many years later. What the heck? My phone stopped making noises again. Ooh. Thanks for all the advice. How long do you plan to go in for shots? Oh, it's quick, Carrie. It's real quick. I literally go in and like he pulls a box out of the fridge. He doesn't even give me any numbing. He doesn't do any ice. I'm guessing your doctor might give you some lidocaine shots first. If he doesn't give you any lidocaine shots, just be prepared to feel a burning sensation for like 30, 60 seconds. It's not that bad. It sucks. It's not fun by any means, but it's definitely not something to lose sleep over. But I'm usually like in and out within 15 minutes, unless I like want to talk to my doctor for a while. Then he'll chill and talk with me about whatever I want to talk about. And then you'll just expect like some tender and soreness around the injection area for probably, I don't know, the first 5 or 7 days or so. You don't want to like try to touch it very much. But you'll probably feel a pretty decent dose of buprenorphine for the first couple of days, I would assume. And then you'll feel normal after that. Just about everyone. I would sit back and check people's channels who were in the chat. I did the same stuff, man. Where's Izzy? She's upstairs. I don't know why she always goes upstairs whenever I come on live, but at the first of this video, if you watch it on the replay, she was here. I think, weren't you here? Yeah, I think you were here. I know I seen a comment from you, Don't Tread on Me, about Izzy, saying she's, I can't remember what you said about her. You said something the other day like she's She wants attention. Yeah, I think that's what you said. We're going to try to wrap this up, guys, in the next 5 minutes. I don't want you guys to get sick of me. Let's see. Are you still getting the 100 milligram shots? Question mark. I'm just hoping it don't cause me to have a migraine. High dose of Butte can give me a migraine. If that does happen to you, then you should normalize within, I would say, yeah, most people are good within like two days or so. So if you can handle, hopefully you don't get a migraine. Things that will help is drinking a ton of water. Okay, so keep hydrated. Drink a lot of water. That will help with your migraines. If you need to take some kind of Excedrin or whatever else helps with your migraines. For me, I can get like hardcore prescription migraine medication. It's called Imitrex. That stuff, I only need like half of that, and it takes up my migraine. But yes, I am still getting the 100 milligram shots, and I'm already spacing my doses out. So when I went in for my third shot, I went in at 5 weeks, and my fourth shot will be next week. That's going to be at 6 weeks. So 6 weeks between shots. And then I'm going to have my fifth and likely final shot, and I'm going to go 2 months between shots for that last one. And then I'm coasting, baby. Coasting. Just a side note, I don't feel any drop off pushing my shots out, okay? And I don't expect to feel any drop off for the last month when I push it out 2 months. I'm not worried about it at all. After seeing how long these things last in my stomach, as you guys remember, at first I was worried that the shot was going to go away in like 10 days, and that's comical thinking back on when I thought that. Like, this stuff lasts a long time. Is that really true, Carrie? Because my migraines have gotten so much better since I quit. Yeah, guys, a lot of people, if you're taking a high dose of Suboxone or buprenorphine, it can contribute to getting a migraine. So just something to think about. And I think a lot of that is because it dehydrates you so much. The higher your dose is, the more your dehydration is, the worse your constipation gets. These are all things that kind of come together. 16 people in here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button for your boy. How many likes did we get on this video, guys? Did we get to 27? 27? Let me take a peek. 26. We got close, guys. We got close. We got one more like button somebody got to hit. If you haven't hit that, baby, hit that, baby. I already hit the like button. 16 people in here. I know one of you hasn't hit that baby yet. Okay, guys, before we start wrapping up, I want to send a shout out to the people who sent contributions to the Kickin' Addiction YouTube channel. All right, guys, I want to send a shout out to these people who sent some support today. And that was Brian K with a $10 super chat, Nate S with a $10 Venmo. Thank you. Deb, Mama Deb with a $10 Cash App, and Marky Rizzo with a $5 Cash App. Shout out to all four of you guys for supporting me and the Kickin' Addiction channel, guys. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Oh my God, look who that is. Dr. Chris Park just hit the like button. Good to see you, man. How are you doing, Dr. Chris Park? I haven't seen any videos from you for a bit. So good to see you, man. I haven't seen you on here for a minute. Everybody shout out Dr. Chris Park. If you haven't seen his channel yet, then you are missing out. There's his name right there in the chat, guys. All you got to do is go click on his channel. If you want to see an awesome channel about Suboxone and addiction, go check out Dr. Chris Park. He's the man. He is the man. Also, him and I have done 2 videos together now. I'm sure we'll do another one maybe in the near future. Dr. Chris Park, you want to do another video with me sometime in the future? Can you make a little time to do that? I'd love to do a third video with you. We appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate you, Deb, and all the work that you do for the channel, and also your constant support. I really, really appreciate you, Deb. I know I always say it, but I freaking mean it. You're awesome. Carrie R says, I love this channel. Just got on. I guess I missed it. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Hey, Doc Chris Park, when are you going to start doing some live streams? I want to see your live streams start popping off. I've been sending patients to watch the Sublocade journey. Dude, we have had so many people on this channel that have switched to Sublocade and are switching to Sublocade. Like tons of people. I want to do a poll because it's a lot of people, man. She's getting hers tomorrow. Carrie's getting hers tomorrow. A lot of people on this channel are switching to Sublocade. Deb just posted a link to Dr. Chris Park's channel. Guys, if you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. Subscribe. He's got a great motivational channel, and he's an awesome, awesome guy, too. He's my boy. He's my boy. Game changer for sure. Hey, Doc Chris Park, have you had many people start getting Sublocade at your office yet, or no? Is it still kind of hard to get approved for insurance? Josh says, I will be back on for the Sunday night chat. Okay, I'll watch for you, Josh. Good to see you, man. I think I did. Doc Chris Park, did you see I posted a link to our first stream that we did the other day? I just posted that, I think, like 3 days ago, 2 days ago. Still tough to get, but have a few watching you and contemplate. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't suggest this medication enough. It's mostly, especially for people who have struggled to taper off. Suboxone, guys. Like if you know, if you are watching this video and you've tried tapering Suboxone a couple times, and you can't do it, then there's no shame in letting Sublocade do the tapering for you over a long, slow period of time. It will do the taper for you guys. This medication lasts a very long time. Mind-blowing how long that shot can last. It's definitely a lot longer than 30 days. I could say that for sure. So yeah, Doc Chris Park said he's down to do another video with me, guys. So I would love to do another one with him soon. I'll reach out to you, Doc, and we'll set it up and get another one done. Okay, guys, we've gone over 2.5 hours now. My voice is getting froggy, and I got to go hit the gym. As you can see, I'm looking a little soft right now. I haven't been in the gym for a couple days. Sounds good. Okay, man. Awesome. I will definitely reach out to you soon, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well, and I hope everybody's gonna have some good holidays coming up. Yeah, guys. So don't forget we do live streams now Sunday night as well, and we do that starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 9 p.m. Sorry for your Eastern folks. If that doesn't work for you, you're always welcome to watch the replays. And we're here every Wednesday at the same time, 3 p.m. Mountain, which is 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, guys. Carrie R says, if it lasts more than 30 days, then why did they make you come in every month for the shot? So that's a good question, Carrie. I think they just want to get most of the time they want to just get you stable on the shot, because if you do research on the half-life of the medication, it's literally 45 to 60 days. Okay, so they really want to get you to what's called steady state. Okay, because some people struggle with just their first dose. By the time you get like your second and your third dose, you do feel you notice a difference in feeling stable. But yeah, literally if you got one 300 milligram shot, you literally would likely be testing positive for probably about 6-7 months, because of the half-life is 45 to 60 days. And what that means for you guys that don't know what the half-life is every 45 to 60 days, the dose that you took is cut in half. Okay, so a 300 milligram shot, 45 to 60 days later, still is down to 150 milligrams left. Okay, then the same thing repeats for the next 45 to 60 days. The literature says it can last over 30 days. Yeah, it definitely lasts over 30 days. definitely lasts over 30 days. Even with my, you guys know I'm always talking about my speedy metabolism. I think the doctors just mainly do it because, yeah, that's, as he said, that's how, like, that's what the drug manufacturer recommends, is that you come in every 30 days. But if somehow you guys miss your shot and you go over 30 days, I mean, you're not going to feel it drop off. I can promise you guys this. If you're on vacation or you're sick or something and you have to miss your four-week injection, don't even worry about it. I promise you guys, you will not even notice it. Tapering is so rough. Watching Kev on Sublocade seems like the choice to me. Yeah, tapering is rough, man. As you guys see, it's just different for everybody, guys. There's so many people are capable of so many different things. I mean, in this one video alone, we've seen people that have jumped off of 16 milligrams cold turkey. Like, brutal thinking about doing that. I would not do that. My body couldn't handle that. That's just me personally, but there are people on this stream that have done it, right? And there's been Sonny S in here, Marky Rizzo. Many people have tapered off and jumped off the medication, and they've moved on with their lives, and they're fine, and they're just coming here to support all of us still. There's many people like that. Many people know that they can't taper off, or they struggle too hard tapering off, and that's where Sublocade can really come in and save the day, guys. I believe that there's a reason that the shot is so expensive, because it does all the work for you. It takes the mind control of you having to have of tapering every day for a year or two straight. It takes that off the table, and it does the work for you. Okay. And also it helps you rewire your brain to not be addicted to taking a substance every day just to feel normal. Okay, guys, I haven't taken Suboxone now for about 3 months, right? And for the first month, I took Suboxone 3 times, and I knew I didn't need to take it. I took it out of more because I had the medication on hand, and out of curiosity of what would it feel like to take my Suboxone while being on Sublocade. And then, as you guys seen, by the time I got my second shot, I knew that I had to discard of any possible chance for me to take my Suboxone, so I threw it all in the fire, which you guys seen the video of. Dr. Chris Park says you are right on with the steady state. Yeah, I've definitely studied a lot of things with Suboxone and Sublocade and the half-lives, and the bioavailability is another huge thing that is difference with oral Suboxone and the shot, right? So these are, I have made a pretty good video that kind of deep dives into talking about the both of them. And now I understand why, when I asked you on our first video about Sublocade, Dr. Chris Park, you said it's not like I thought that it was, right? And I was like, wait, all you got to do is take 300 milligrams and divide it by 30 days, so you're getting 10 milligrams a day. And you're like, no, it doesn't work like that. And I was always so confused at the longest time of why it didn't work like that. And it sounded like it was so simple and straightforward to me. But after learning about the bioavailability differences between Suboxone and the injection, and also about the half-life differences, like, that's where things can kind of get confusing if you guys don't understand this stuff. And I hope I'm not confusing anybody with this. But if you do understand them, then you'll understand both medications a lot better. And how they work, and when the withdrawal is going to kick in, etc. I jumped off of 10 milligrams cold turkey, and I went 17 months without. Then stupidly, I took it again because I was around it again. I remember you telling me that. Thought I could take it just a few times. Nope, I was hooked again. Yep. I think you said it was because your friends were offering it to you, right, Carrie? And that's why I always tell you guys, if you're trying to get clean and sober from opiates or even Suboxone, as Carrie just explained, if you're trying to get out of this lifestyle and your friends or your family or your boyfriend or girlfriend, they're still in this, it's going to be very challenging for you to move on from this lifestyle, because all you have to be doing is having a bad day, right? And your friend is like, here's a Suboxone, or here's a opiate or fentanyl or whatever, and then right before you know it, you're either hooked or you're dead from an overdose if you're talking about these fentanyl pills, guys, right? So it's a really scary time to be an opiate addict on the streets in 2022. The scariest time ever in world history is right now with the overdose. The overdose deaths are skyrocketing right now, guys. Like, if you're stuck in that lifestyle, please go speak to your doctor, get a prescribed Suboxone dose or Sublocade if you're ready to do that. I have talked to some people on my clarity.fm privately, and they have gone right from pressed fentanyl pills to the Sublocade shot, and happy as a clam, good to go. So it is possible to bypass Suboxone. Obviously, you have to take Suboxone for like a week or so just to get your body used to the buprenorphine levels. But yeah, there's many options out there, guys. So I just hope that you guys don't ever feel like you're beyond fixing, because there's a lot of people out there that can help you. A lot of doctors out there that are willing to help you, and use the resources that we have, guys. That sucks so bad, Carrie R. You'll get there again. Oh, MP's still in here. Says, yes, you're right. I met a new friend and she was on it, and was constantly asking me if I wanted some. Yeah, see, honestly, you need to look at that new friend as kind of like an enemy, and you need to get that person out of your life. Because think, Kara, if you made it that far, if that person wasn't in your life, you wouldn't even be here right now on this video. You'd be doing other things with your life, right? But now you got stuck in the rigmarole again just because you had the wrong friend, guys. And that's why I've made videos in the past talking about how having the wrong friends can ruin your life, because that's serious shit, guys. If your friends or loved ones are addicted, you're likely going to be the extra person that's addicted in the group. I started taking hydros because they would completely eliminate my alcohol hangovers. That's interesting. And then they took over the alcohol. Whoa. Ditch that business. It's time, Carrie. I hope so, Marky. It's been 3 years of trying to taper off. See, Carrie, just sick and tired of doing this crap. Oh, I did drop her. I dropped her quickly and went to a doctor and got on it. That's good then, Carrie. At least you didn't go back to like street drugs, right? I mean, that's a whole different ballgame when you're talking about going to Suboxone or going to these freaking street drugs, guys. Don't do these street drugs. Good lordy. Ugh. Too many dead people out there because of that stuff. Okay, guys, I got to get off of here. My voice is froggish right now. I've been talking straight for almost 3 hours. Don't forget to check out the Sunday night stream. Huge shout out to everybody who contributed today to the show. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Carrie, please let me know how that goes, your transition. You're going to do great. Just remember that it might take you a few days to level out, and really keep an eye on your constipation at first, okay? Keep ahead of your constipation, because you don't want to get backed up by a week. That's scary stuff. So if any of you guys are out there, I'm going to go hit those squats. If any of you guys are out there and you're way backed up on Suboxone, don't be afraid to go to the store and get, you know what I'm talking about, the little plug that goes up in there, and it will turn that stuff to mush, and then you'll have some runs and get all the stuff out. Okay, guys, it's very scary if you're not taking normal poos. You need to be keeping up on your poos, drinking a half of a gallon to a gallon of water a day. That will really help. And then you can take other supplements. I think Dr. Chris Park always recommends Metamucil for constipation. There are also medications out now that are specifically made for OIC, opiate-induced constipation. So ask your doctor about those if you can't manage constipation yourself, guys. That's a very serious issue, okay? So shout out to everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys, have a great week. Bye. Good to see you, Dr. Chris Park.